Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Welcome to the penultimate episode of season 2 of New York Football Talks. This is one of your hosts, Andre Johnson. I feel like I don't even have to introduce these guys anymore at this point. If you don't know, let's be real. Like, what's going on, man? It's this New York football in the flesh right here. Jared Valluzzi, what's up, man?
Oh man, I just can't even. There's all that like after what happened this weekend, it's like hard to like put into words across some of these divisions, man. Especially that 2A. But we'll wait on that.
What's the word, my guy?
I can't complain, fellas, man. We had some interesting matchups. The upset. I don't even like Jared said. I don't know how to put it into words. Upset of the year. Upset of the. We might have to think of a word to describe how big that upset actually was, but we got a lot to discuss.
My God, five
Yeah,
star. This is very
my
correct,
guy.
Coach Rao. Congratulations to you and
Word.
Hey, congrats,
Congrats,
dude.
coach.
Sparks.
Congrats, coach.
So let me see if this works. First of all, I was hoping I can make myself full screen. So let's just take turns here. All right. Sheep set
Uh,
Bay.
ooh.
I got it wrong. WC Bryant.
Yeah.
Honestly, just lock me away.
Yeah.
Lock me away.
They wasted no time, Brian.
Just lock me up, man.
Yeah.
Dude, because we thought we were being nice by not saying the final score, prediction, and then they
All
do that.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, FJM. It's man.
yeah.
They listen. They were like as like right after the game. They definitely remember who picked against them for sure.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and Bryant. I mean the big one, man. Just because listen, Sheepshead Bay and APR felt like a coin flip for me, and then I went APR. I did not think Bryant equals a coin flip at all.
Yeah.
Nobody did. But listen, Bryant, man, those kids put in a lot of work. They believed. Got that wrong, man. And yeah, they pulled off. Listen, definitely the biggest upset amongst PSAL Catholics and Long Island this year. It's not even close. So shout out to them.
So I was the lone one who chose the
Oh, you
sharp side of the
Oh
room.
no, none
you
of the
want
big
to take
Side of
schools,
the
credit
huh?
first?
room. Sorry, sorry. Cause listen, we all catch that heat. So shout out to the Sharks for pulling it off. And Bryant, this might have been the biggest W in program history. I'm almost positive of
Oh,
that.
it is.
Um, so that's used for the program. Um, it's amazing, the things that can happen any given week. This is a testament to that. So great job, Brian. And like I said, you guys, I'm driving home from one of the games and I'm already seeing the tags from the Brian players. It's like they couldn't wait, but we give you guys full respect and finish the mission now, Brian. So salute to WC Brian for sure.
Here, I don't think I'm good at the gate at the bay no more, man. I'm good over there no more, man. Listen, guys, we're gonna get right into it. I think that was fun. The response from the picks this year are nowhere close to what they were last year.
Yeah.
Nowhere close to what they were last year. So that just means a ton of people are listening. Um, this is for entertainment purposes only. I do not win anything if I'm right. I do not win anything if I'm wrong. But I have tears in my eyes because some of you guys were really trolling. Very, very funny. And that was very good. I think I have a picture with Jacob Reed from the Sharks.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, he's just looking at me like,
Yeah.
and you know what the funniest thing about it too is, like, you know, I probably call at least 3 of Jacob's games, and I remember people like, "Oh man, you just calling out Jacob so much." Da, 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 da. I'm like, "Yo, because he's making plays. He's my guy." Then I didn't pick him most, so I deserve that, man. So, oh, you see how we good? Yeah, we still good, baby.
Let's go. Shout out to Will.
We are still good. Love that.
Yeah, we're gonna get some eats in the tank next year.
But yeah, so listen, we're going to jump. I know I said we're going to jump into it 8 times and I keep talking, but we're actually going to jump into it now. A champion was crowned. This is called New York Football Talk. So we do have to show love to the champions. Shout out to Mr. Mel Spin. He got into the DMs, was like, Dre, don't be crazy on the show when we lost. You guys opened up the show with Farrell. So, huge congratulations,
man. Yeah.
Iona Prep with their back-to-back championship. 3 of the last 5 straight visits to the championship. It might be more. What I saw was 5. I see him in the chat.
Kind of COVID definitely would have. Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Huge supporter of the show. I couldn't do you like that. Shout out to CJ and to Mr. Malspin. Excuse me if I'm saying that wrong. Jared, you want to do a quick recap?
Yeah, man. And you know what? Since CJ's in the chat, one of the big things with Iona Prep, like I highlighted in the beginning of the year, and it's just such a big factor, is the offensive line.
Oh my god.
And it's like, listen, at the high school football level in New York, when your lightest offensive lineman is 275 pounds and is 6'4" and is a Division I football player, that's insane.
Average 295.
That's crazy.
Across
the line. Dang.
Average 295, man. I mean, CJ Melspin he is a dog. He's an excellent player. And when you just like look at this game, like Crew Davis went over 200 yards rushing. You know, Iona was really able to establish the run. And also, I had a feeling this may happen just because this kid came on in the state championship last year. The kid Mamadi Sanagray, who is a terrific athlete. Like he is primed. Like he'll play like in the Power 4. He had a big touchdown. He also had a big catch downfield to ice it. He's a phenomenal athlete. He's really known for defense, but he made some big plays on offense. Julian Guzman, like really like calm and composed. But yeah, the Iona offensive line really made a difference. And I'll say it, man, like Farrell, got them the first time. They came out firing, ready to go. And, they were still ready to go, but also so was Iona. And the fact that Iona got out to a 21-6 lead at the half was huge because it's really tough to come back against Iona because once that offense gets rolling, they have so many weapons. The line is huge and a machine, and then you have the running back and Crew Davis who's going to North Carolina. So once they get going, it's really tough to stop. They put up 42. Their defense also made some great plays, and they didn't let Farrell have a ton of success on the ground, which was a huge deal in this game. The last time they were able to make some plays and have a better ground game, I think the defensive line for Iona Prep really put it together towards the end of the season, got another championship win. Now they're going to state. Apparently St. Francis from Buffalo is really good. I'm excited to do some research on them. And it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I want to shout out their left tackle. I should have got his name, my apologies, but he's 6'8", 340.
Yeah, Dylan Milage. Bro, it's crazy. He's only a sophomore, by the way.
Wow.
6'8", 340.
Sophomore.
Yeah, it's incredible. Honestly, when I watched that game, it's not just obviously they have like the size advantage, but they are so well coached. They all step together. Like everything is I mean, it's really efficiency at its finest. I only saw them punt the ball once. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I only saw them punt the ball once. Maybe it was twice and I missed one.
Yeah.
But an offense like that is just so incredible. I want to give a huge shout out to number 15, Julian Guzman. It's honestly just like I just love watching him run that offense. Like, to be honest with you, at this level, that's why, honestly, I will come back to Farrell because we have to give Farrell so much respect. Because at this level, playing against an offense like that with an athlete like that running it, it is damn near impossible. Like I'll just be like what Farrell did on that night to win in New Rochelle was just one of the biggest wins. We talk about big upsets and biggest wins. Like that was an incredible win because he is an incredible player. How many times can I say incredible? Another player I want to shout out, of course, is Crew Davis. You watch him play, and he's faster than you think he is. He's more physical than you think he is. He's always making the right decisions. Those are just typical athletes. Those guys could be ping pong players, and they'd be Division I ping pong players. Like they're just skilled athletes, And a huge shout out, a kid who jumps out the screen when you watch him and he probably doesn't need any more praise from me of all people, but number 58, Brady Morrison. Like you watch him play, he's an interior lineman, and yeah, I mean, he's bench pressing people off of him, always making plays. I've watched a little bit of Iona this year, and he's jumped out every time in that championship game. I was just like, Jesus, this guy is a game breaker. Incredible interior lineman. And one thing I want to take a note of for everyone, and we're going to talk about this with Abraham Lincoln later. Iona runs a spread, right? They run a true spread offense, but they're not married to, it's 4 wide, everything is no huddle. Like, even though they run a spread offense, it's still physicality first. It's still run the ball, establish the line of scrimmage. And once we have that established, then we're getting into the option play. And that's where it becomes just damn near impossible to stop. We have an athlete like Guzman who can hand it off to Crew Davis, who can pull it, run it himself, who can find one of these elite wide receivers. It is really tough to stop. And I of course, just want to give a huge shout out to Monsignor Farrell. Like when I watched that game, and again, to bring context into it, Jerry, you said it was 21. Yeah, it was 21-6 at halftime, right?
Yeah, 21-6.
Farrell scored to make it 21-12. Yeah. And I think they tried an onside kick and they couldn't get it. So Farrell was in the game, especially after halftime. But again, Iona Prep is just, too good. And, they were able to kind of pull away. And Farrell was trying to fight back into it. But a fumble when it was 28-12 kind of sealed it for them. Carl, this is actually a really, really great point. Well, yes, it is a good point. Yes. If you can block, the spread is a great way to run the ball. But remember, I feel like sometimes teams, they think that, we run a spread offense so we can only have 5 blocking. We have to have 4 wide receivers. We can't pull a wide receiver off the field. There are so many. Iona runs so many different formations where, of course, some teams are blessed with having the personnel, right? But, they run so many different formations. Where they bring in tight ends, they bring in up backs, make it easier to run. Like it's still like physicality is still like their number one thing, even though they're running a true spread offense. And Tone, this is such a good point. Like just not a lot of teams can block just with 5. My guy, Monty, what's up, man? How you doing? Nice to see you back here.
Oh, that's him.
Unless somebody stole his little Abby picture, which would be mad.
Nah, he would say some sort of comment like that. That's Monty.
Oh man, so Monsignor Farrell. I mean, just an incredible season. Shout out to Coach Rocco and everyone like watching you guys, and go to St. Anthony's and win, go to New Rochelle and win. It was really, really incredible to watch, and this team is going to be here for a long time. Such a young team, talented players all over. And when it comes to culture, Farrell just has the right culture. I think I've said this here before. I think it was 3-4 years ago. I went to old Kellenberg game, and Kellenberg beat Farrell. And no disrespect to Kellenberg, but that's probably the last time Kellenberg's going to beat Farrell for probably half a decade to a decade, the way it looks.
Wow.
The way Farrell is trending, Hey, Kellenberg also got a new weight room, so
they do.
Maybe that culture can change too. But yeah, like it's almost like since they built that new facility, like everyone in the building has really just tapped into the culture and to committing to being excellent. You can see that championship game. So the Moy twins are going to continue to be great.
Yeah.
I know the running back is graduating. But I'm sure they got somebody else, and that defense is just so tough, man. So it's gonna be really, really fun to watch this team grow. Jared, anything else before? Go ahead, Jared.
Yeah, no, just a shout out Farrell, like from last year, because last year, they won 5-6. They lost in the first round of the playoffs at home to Chaminade. We know how much it sucks having Chaminade celebrate on your field. So you had to live with
the two of us know all too well.
That's what I'm saying. You had to live with that for the entire offseason. You were below 500, and you have a young quarterback who has a lot of potential, but it's like, all right, how good is he actually going to be? Farrell's trying to bounce back. Can they reach like this possible ceiling of making a championship? And they did exactly that, and they beat Iona in the regular season. And it's like what they've built and the team they had, man. And Coach Wheeler makes a really good point. If you guys don't remember, Messiah Birch was one of the most electric players.
Yeah, he's at UBuff, right?
Yeah, Buffalo. Kid was absolutely electric in the fall of 2021. He's got a little brother who's also got like incredible speed. He was a freshman this year at Farrell, so he's gonna be a sophomore next year.
Wow.
Kid's good. Anyways, yeah. So and Farrell, like they had a good JV this year. They got a lot of real talent coming up, man. Those kids, they play really tough. They had a great year this year. They lose some incredible seniors. Shout out to that senior class. Yeah. But they have a lot of promising, juniors and sophomores. So yeah, congrats to Farrell. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. And congrats to Iona Prep, man. 3 and 5 years. Not easy to do.
So go win this. Go defend your state championship.
Yeah, win state. I don't want to see. No one wants to see St. Francis win.
I was honestly hoping that Canisius won. I know that running back is incredible.
Same.
I was hoping to see him play.
Maybe Kimball.
Yeah, Kimball. Yeah,
he's ranked like extremely high in the country, so that would have been fun.
Yeah,
but
you don't know this guy. Oh, you're frozen. No, you're not frozen. Okay, wait, are you good?
Yeah, he's good.
No, I'm good. I'm straight.
He was like, I was like, how is he sitting so still right now? Yeah. No, I was just gonna say this kid Kimball has like offers from like every single school you can think of.
Yeah, Ohio State, Michigan.
Up in Buffalo. I'm assuming he's up in the Buffalo area.
Yeah, Buffalo. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so huge shout out to Iona Prep, defending AAA Catholic League champions, and like I said, go win state, man. All right, so let's move on to the PSAL. We start in the 4A, and there is really only one place to start. Whew. It was a very, very, very nice matchup, but the Dutchmen booked their ticket to an 11th straight PSAL championship appearance. They were able to win 42-27 over rival Curtis, officially getting their get back. I'll let you go. Yo, Tony.
ice
Nah.
Yo,
man.
Tony was in the chat. He kept saying this, man.
Oh, wow.
I'll let you take this one first, man.
Yeah, man. So like you said, Dre, shout out to
Sorry, it was 40. It was 44. Hold on.
Yeah, 44-27.
44-27. Yep. So
I'll fix it. I'll make sure I give you your 2 points. That's my apologies, Mr. Wheeler.
shout out to Coach Landberg and the rest of the staff. First of all, like you mentioned, 11 straight championship appearances is amazing. You know, and just a game where E-Hall took over the second half and separated themselves. Very big second half from E-Hall to secure the W. You know, big time players make big time plays. You know, the Temple commit Amir Murrow showed out.
Oh, yeah.
226 all-purpose yards, 2 TDs. Kendall Brown's looking more and more comfortable in the system and in the offense. And I feel like he's heating up at the right time. So shout out to Coach Wheeler. Getting Kendall more and more comfortable as time has went on. I think he had 3 total TDs,
He
two
did.
passing, 1 rushing.
Mm-hmm.
And that pick 6 by what was his name here?
It was Akeem.
Yeah, Akeem Brown. That was the play of the game. Curtis was hanging around, keeping the game reasonable. But that pick 6 was definitely the momentum shift in play for me. Great first half by the Iceman. I think he was what was his first half stats for Vinny? Vinny 16 for 22, 219 yards and 3 TDs in the
Wait,
first half.
that was in the first half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the advanced stats. Hold on.
Shout out to Jared.
Yes, sir.
Shout
Yo,
out to
get that
Jared
Newsday
from
subscription,
Newsday,
fellas.
yup.
Oh,
Shout out to Mr. Valluzzi, man. You know, with the pinpoint stats. But just watching the game, you can see Vinny was definitely locked in. I feel like Curtis, their game plan, they were attacking the middle of the field heavy first half. Akai Lewis, Melendez, a few of the Warriors playmakers were eating. And then like I said, E-Hall, great second half adjustments to secure that W, man. So shout out to the Dutchman for advancing.
real quick. The PSAL has this at 42.
It was 44.
It was 44. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm sitting there like, damn, I had a typo. Did I have it right on the stream? I'll go back and look.
I think you did, Dre, on
had it right.
Stage Media. Yeah, it was 44.
Okay. Jared, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was looking at that first half and I was like, Vinny could throw for maybe 500 of this. He had they came out firing, and it was really, really impressive. It was working, very well. But when I got a chance to talk to, Akeem Brown and Coach Lamberg and stuff, listen, great teams make adjustments. E-Hall was able to do that. They did not get, shredded for 200 more yards in the second half. They were able to, play some better defense. Brown with a big pick 6. Also big story in this one for E-Hall, like it's been all year, I guess, for the most part, outside of the Tottenville game. Curtis wasn't able to run the ball against them. They're definitely under 100 total yards as a team. Yeah, Tone, I did. But yeah, so that's huge. That's huge from the E-Hall defense. And listen, Amir Morrow is a game changer. And with him at full strength and E-Hall letting him fly to have all those yards and make all those different plays was massive. Yeah, and Ken Do, he did his thing. He was composed as a runner, a passer. And listen, E-Hall once again, man, over 40 points. It was very impressive. And just so many Dutchmen fly all over the field defensively. Makes it very, very tough to beat.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I kind of want to correct E with is that he said that, Kendu Brown's getting hot at the right time. I mean, he's been hot the entire season, honestly.
No, yeah.
I'm saying that in jest, obviously. But, Kendu,
Right.
I was thinking about, cutting up a clip and playing it. We'll have that for next year for the improvements. But, You know, Jared Surratt, and we all know how highly we rate Jared Surratt. You know,
He had a
he
good game.
really is
Yeah.
bearing down on Kendu. Kendu makes a move, gets out of danger. Jarrett is literally hanging on to his shirt, and he's able to make.
I know the play you're talking about. Yeah,
I think it was
the
for
Jace.
first down. Yeah, and I'm just like, this is like Kendu, and this is his progression in a nutshell right here. You know, last year, you know, he might have made the wrong decision, might have tried to do a little too much. This year, he just looks like he is in control of every single football game. It's really just been a pleasure to watch. Amir Morrow is getting back to being Amir Morrow, and that's a very scary thing for the Pirates that we will talk about. You know, the kick return, you know, you saw the speed there. You see why he's going to be a Temple Owl next year. You know, there's some of those runs where you're seeing the separation. Obviously, you know, he's someone, you know, over 200 pounds, and you're seeing the separation from defenders. So Amir Morrow is getting to be himself and be healthy. And now when you have a Jair Lewis, now you really have a rival to, you know, Corey Brown and Tyshawn Bent for sure. So, you know, obviously we're going to preview that game, but that is just so exciting. I did think that the offensive line was really, really good for E-Hall and how they were able to, you know, deal with that incredible defensive line. Of course, you know, Jared Surratt, just want to give a special salute. You know, it's been a pleasure covering him over the past 2 years. Absolutely, in my opinion, the best player in the PSAL last year. And that's a PSAL that had Amir Morrow, you know, Nick Cyrus, you know, Tyshawn Bent. And so, you know, it's been incredible watching him play, and I know he's going to go and be great. Because Sean Shipman, I mean, Jesus, man. Like,
Sean Shipman.
Yeah.
Talk about making a name for yourself. Like, that is how you do it. Every time I watch Curtis play, because Sean Shipman is making plays. Every single time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just incredible. But, you know, when it comes down to this game, this is obviously a lot of missed opportunities from Curtis. You know, you think of, you know, they had a 4th and goal from the 1, they get a false start, then they have to go for the field goal, and they missed the field goal. You know, there were missed throws, and obviously you're going into the end zone, you're down 10, you're trying to make it a 3-point game, you throw the pick 6. Obviously people say, oh, well, that was it. It was over after pick 6. It was not over after the pick 6, right?
Yeah.
They're able to score a touchdown. They get it back to 10, and then they recover the onside kick. So when they recovered the onside kick, they were down 10 points.
Yeah.
You know, they had a Kyle Lewis on the 4th down, another player that's been incredible. They have a Kyle Lewis on a flag route, and you know you can't, and the throw's missed. You know, so it's missed opportunities for the Curtis Warriors. But over under 2.5 dropped interceptions for y'all. What would you say?
I believe it was over. Yeah,
Take over.
I think it was over. It was at least, I think it was like 3 or 4 picks they dropped. Yeah,
Definitely.
I had them at 1, 2, 3, 4,
4, 4,
5.
right?
You had 5.
Wow, 5.
Unfortunately,
Dang.
I do have to include the drop.
He said, Zaire said, chill.
Oh, someone said it was 6.
6 is wow.
Yeah, Deli, come front and center, because
It's about
I
to be
would have your
hell.
name on this list. Oh man, I mean,
Coach Morgan giving hell in practice for that.
yeah. Hopefully, you guys got a day off. I mean, who knows with Dave?
Yeah, they did.
Wheeler.
I heard
Hopefully,
David
you guys
said
got
that.
a day off. But yeah, they might have a price to pay. Wait, where is he at? Sorry, I just wanted to look up. Yeah, so this unfortunately does include the David Jacob drop, which technically wasn't a drop, honestly. Like when I watched it back, it looked like he caught it.
Yeah, I was like, how is that a drop? I thought it was just me. I'm like, I don't know. They lost me with that. That looked like a catch. I don't know.
And I only had E-Hall punting the ball once. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I only had him punting the ball once. And I also want to give a huge shout out. Give me a second. To Davy Waters. You know, he got the strip sack at the end of the game. And he's another player that, you know, every time you turn the film on, you're seeing number 30 making plays. So Davy Waters isn't a player that I had, you know, on my watch list coming into the season. But every time I turn E-Hole on, he looks like their most productive defensive lineman. And he's just been really, really, really great. Guys, what else on this game? I'll throw it to either.
Yeah, well, Dre, like, because you just mentioned, you know, the defensive line. I couldn't get the exact number. Maybe you know it, or Dre. But when it was 21-20, one of the defensive ends from E-Hall came off the edge, applied pressure in the end zone, forcing that intentional grounding. And that, like,
who was that?
I think it was number. I thought it looked like 13, but I was like, I don't know if that's right.
He had a good game, and I asked LJ about.
Yeah, it was number 13. It was number 13.
He wasn't playing the whole season though.
So that's why. Okay, that makes sense because I was kind of confused. I was like, I feel like I haven't seen too much of him.
E-Hall guys in the chat.
It was 13.
Oh, okay,
it was 13. Keanu
Edwards.
What a play!
Kwame
I mean,
Keanu
Edwards. There you go.
Kwame Edwards, man, underrated play from him. Edwards comes off the edge and like forces Canzaneri to, you know, try to get rid of it. No one around, intentional grounding. And I was at a Long Island game on Friday where it's like, dude, a safety in that situation just changes the game because you get the ball and go down and score. All of a sudden, it's like, whoa, the momentum.
Yeah.
Edwards makes the play there, and E-Hall comes out of all of a sudden 16 unanswered. You're up 37-20. Late third quarter, it's difficult.
That safety was definitely the momentum shifting play, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a huge one. And then obviously the Akeem Brown pick, but also want to give some credit to the Curtis wide receivers.
They balled out.
Man, so Toriano Lewis, Kyle Lewis, and Jaden Melendez all had touchdowns, were phenomenal. But the juniors that have formed quite the duo this year, Akai Lewis and Toriano Lewis, it's crazy that they're back. I had him at 7 catches for 117 yards and a touchdown. And I had Toriano at 11 catches for 97 yards and a touchdown.
Hey.
11 catches?
Even on the stream, Ray was like, or maybe it was Greg, I forget who, they're like, he's a PPR machine. And I was like, he is right now. I was like, he really is right now. Like, dude, he had so many grabs. Vin had a bunch of completions. I mean, he might have threw the ball like 40 times that game.
I was going to ask, did you have his pitch count? 40?
Yeah.
I think he hit 40. I don't I'm not sure if I got the last like possession or two, but I'm pretty sure he hit 40.
No, I mean, you know, just a huge shout out to Curtis, and I'll let just talk about Vinny Canzaneri, PSAL champion. I know he falls short in this game, but just talk about. Listen, you guys can make the jokes, you could make the memes, but Vinny Canzaneri, Akai Lewis, all those guys, they are Akai gets come back, but Jared Surratt, they're PSAL champions, man. So how would you get
absolutely. Absolutely. You know, it was a tough L for the Warriors, but I feel like Vinny actually played a really good game. It goes back to what I mentioned previously. I feel like the issue with the Curtis offense was that they couldn't really get the run game flowing. Um, they're kind of forcing Vinny to throw the ball more times a game than he should be. Um, I feel like he was locked in first half, but like I said, uh, not being able to get the run game flowing. I'm assuming it's because Quadir wasn't fully healthy. He's coming back next year though, so he'll definitely be one of the top running backs in the city next
Absolutely.
year, Mr. Gomez. But just forcing him to overthrow and that'll lead to the mistakes, you know, like that pick six. I don't know what he's seen, but if you rewatch the play, he didn't even have like grip of the football. He's trying to rush that ball and get it out. Um, but it was a pleasure watching the Iceman play. We called him that for a reason. So many clutch, game changing, game winning plays from Vinny. Um, you know, just some of those dogs on defense that are on their way out. Saray, Parnell, Mr.
Daniel Lewis.
Shipman. Who else? AJ number 2.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of guys on this Warriors defense who are out. Like you said, Andre, who are champions, who who have stamped themselves in the city. You know, wish you guys all the best of luck on the next level for sure.
No, absolutely, man. You know, they fell short, but I know that the score looks lopsided. But you know, they were in the game. You know, it got out of hand at the very end. Again, even after the interception, again, a lot of y'all would have
It was a
hoped.
10-point game.
Yes, it was 17. Then they came back and scored, got the onside kick. The Curtis
Yeah.
did not fold. And then, you know, once they, you know, had the turnover of downs, you know, it was Demir Morrow, Jair Lewis, Kendu Brown show, you know, just controlling the ball, controlling the game. So just a huge congratulations to Danny Lamberg and to everyone at E Hall. I really hope you guys don't take these semifinals for granted. It did not seem like you guys did. You know, everyone was just so happy to get back to a championship game. Yeah, it was less dramatic than last year's semifinal. Sure, it was still just as incredible. And listen, I don't want to spoil too much, but you know, shout out to Coach Wheeler.
Yeah.
Listen, is someone going to beat him for a coordinator of the year? I'm not sure because if I read out some of these point totals for the E-Hall offense, here we go. 35, 47, 35, 52, 45, 35, 51, 34, 41, and 44.
Damn.
Lowest.
Lowest was what, 35?
Yeah.
34 was their lowest.
34.
34 was their lowest.
Was that Lincoln, right?
That was Lincoln.
Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive, man.
And you know, and again, I just want to give a
shout out Gabe.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to give a huge shout out to Kendu Brown and especially to Justice Murray because
OC from FJM also.
Who's that? No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna get to him, man, and his team. Trust me.
No, I just want to give a huge shout out to Kendu and to Justice because I said it during the interview, and I've said this before, but I want to highlight this point. You know, you really do have to be a humble person to say, hey, listen, I know that I was the center of this offense last year. I'm going to move to a play. I'm going to trust you to change my position to help the team. And obviously, the proof is in the pudding. Numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't, right? It was the right decision to make. Justice is impacting the game more. Kendu has grown, and he's affecting the game more. And it's a better E-Hall team, and let's see what they do Sunday at Midwood Field, man. Anything else on this one, guys?
Nah, we good.
All right, this next one, we're gonna go through this one a little quicker. This one isn't gonna be as fun to cover.
Dang.
Tottenville 41, Lincoln 13. Tottenville, congratulations. I mean, to be undefeated going into swear to God. Listen, congratulations to Tottenville. Undefeated season. One more game to go for you guys. I actually will take this one first, if you guys do not mind. Tyshawn Benton is excellent. Corey Brown is excellent. Justin McGuire is excellent. What more? Listen, I don't want to gloss over this. All right, let me not gloss over this, because Tyshawn Bent is really an incredible player. And his level of consistency, how consistently excellent he is, we cannot gloss over that. Like, we cannot do the LeBron James. I'm calling him LeBron James. I'm saying we can't do the LeBron James, as especially like in the mid, and from the 2010s, right? It was like, the way they were putting BTA to the Hawks and everybody in the East, like, we were just like, okay, LeBron back in another chip. But like, we can't do that with Tyshawn. Like, he is an incredible player. It's so consistently, man. And Corey Brown he's getting back to that mode. Corey Brown has been good this year. I would even say great at times this year. There was a play against Lincoln. It was like open up the second half. He's one guy's trying to tackle, then he spins off another guy, and he just runs away from everybody for a 60-yard touchdown.
Wow.
Corey Brown he's getting into that mode when it's the correct time to do it, and he's going to need it against E-Hall. Justin McGuire again is excellent. He's looking healthy. They ran some QB power. I was like, if they run QB power, then it looks like he's doing well. Making things happen with his legs. I also want to give a huge shout out to Vincent Geller. Again, you are going to be someone that I will talk about in the preview in a minute. But to jump ahead to that, I think Vincent Geller is going to be one of the most important players for the Pirates. That's number 16. Guys, I'll throw it to you to talk about Tottenville.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Andre, another day in the office, basically, for the Pirates. A game where, the matchups weren't in favor of the Rail Splitters. But, you can always expect, the playmakers that you mentioned to contribute and make plays for Tottenville. Justin McGuire, he had just about a perfect game. His stat line was 12 of 13 for 160 yards with 2 tutties. 2 TDs apiece for both Tyshawn and Corey. A quiet day for Constantino, but we know next week he's going to be yeah, exactly. They didn't need him, and next week he's going to be a very key piece to that offense in that championship game. PSAL had Omar Mendez down as with a TD catch. So if that's
he did.
Yeah, if that's he did. Okay.
Yeah.
You using a tight end or something?
Yeah. He was in as an up back, and he stepped out the backfield.
That's fire. So shout out to Omar Mendez finding the end zone. So Tottenville they're trying to complete that mission next week and secure that championship, and I feel like it's a season where Ben is a senior, and it just feels right at 100 Luton, where they're kind of feeling like this is the year that they can bring this one home. So let's see how this one goes.
Jared?
Oof. Yeah, I mean, Tottenville just keeps impressing every single week. Tyshawn Bent, I think Lincoln is glad to see him finally graduate. He's just had such a special 4 years. I mean, it's true. I mean, he just keeps on. Yeah, he's had some big games against them in the past. But listen, TiVo came to play. The emergence of Justin McGuire has really just elevated this team to new heights.
Yeah.
And the fact that they was able to pass the ball all over the place in this game and have a bunch of different receivers involved, really impressive. And the defense just really put it together, man. I mean, held
Yeah.
Lincoln to 13 points, and it was all T-ville from what I know at the start and throughout. So, listen, they took care of business. They get the game with E-Hall, and this is like I'm thinking about it. Yeah, this is the game I think everyone's really been waiting for since that 38-35 instant classic at 100 Luton. Now we get it at Midwood. I'm pumped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and speaking about speaking about defense, I want to give a huge shout out to number 21, Glenn Shepard. He's been incredible all year long. He forced a fumble early in this ball game, and it's just been we talk about some of like the most impactful transfers. That's one that's probably a little underrated, man, because Glenn has made him and Omar coming over has just been an incredible addition for Tottenville. Right.
Boys.
Abraham Lincoln. First 4 possessions, 2 turnovers on downs, 2 fumbles. In a semifinal.
It's tough.
Yeah.
You're not even giving yourself a chance.
Yeah.
Lincoln hasn't beaten a top 3 team since week 1 of 2023, excuse me, where they won 13-7 over Tottenville. If I list off some of these scores from this season, yes. 14-6 against Curtis. 43-20 against Tottenville. They scored a touchdown with 1 minute left in the game. 34-14 against E-Hall. And 41-13 against Tottenville.
Dang.
So clearly there's an issue with the offense and getting offensive production. And this is a point I made earlier today. Like when I watched Iona Prep play, I could only think of Abraham Lincoln actually, because I feel like Lincoln needs to have they're too finesse and they don't have enough focus on the physicality. I understand you run a spread offense. Of course, shout out to Coach OC and everyone over there. I know you're running a spread offense, but I do feel like you need to be able to establish the line of scrimmage. It's just so important. Because in a spread offense, when you run that true spread offense, when I think of a true spread offense, I think of, Chip Kelly's Oregon, right? That's kind of what comes to my mind. I'm assuming Oregon still plays like that. I haven't been so up to date with college football. We're old, man. Do they know who Chip Kelly is? Jesus.
Yeah, 6 chips in 7 years.
Anyway, when I think I think of like the Oregon offense, high speed, they're getting the balls to their playmakers all the time. But the issue is if you don't have these Ohio State, Oregon type of game-breaking athletes, like the spread offense kind of falls apart a bit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all about breaking big plays. And when I watched Iona, I'm watching them and I'm like, yo, Iona is playing a similar offense to Lincoln, but they're doing it completely differently. And Farrell plays a similar kind of offense as well, where it is, even though they're running in the straight spread, it's still a run first, and then we're going to run our RPOs and everything off of that. What's the first letter in RPO? R. It's for run. So shout out to my guy. He has E-Hall repping Brooklyn. We'll see. We're going to get to that preview in just a minute. But yeah, Lincoln is lacking offensive productivity in these big games. I think that needs to be their focus. And this was a game where I'm watching the defense, and I didn't recognize the defense this week. Ron Jones. I mean, he's a baller.
What a career!
What a career premiere. Daniel Zephyr, Brian Marseille, number 13, Tunde. We've spoken a lot about those players, but they did not have it. The defense did not have it on this day. So it's kind of a well. They do have Borhe coming back next year. A huge shout out to Jaden Brooks, of course. I thought he was excellent this season, and LeBron Hicks. I thought the two of them were excellent this season. It's not a complete back to the drawing boards because you have your quarterback coming back. You have Mekhi Negron coming back. And I'm pretty sure Christian Young is coming back too, actually. So you have some pieces coming back. But yeah, I think the offense needs a bit of a rethink because you're running a spread offense. You're averaging 13 points against the big teams. It's not good enough. Oh, Young is a senior.
Chris Young is a senior.
Kai Negron show next year. Okay. And
They need a big play guy. I agree with you, Dre.
Go ahead, E.
What showed that was a guy like Jaden Brooks, who he's really a DB first. Injuries and whatever the case may be, Jaden Brooks goes to offense and plays receiver. And at one point in the season, he was the best receiver for Lincoln. So I do agree. I feel like I like Borhe, I like Mekhi, but the real splitters definitely need kind of like a guy to provide a spark. Just someone who can make a big play, So I'm excited to see who comes in. I know Coach OC and the rest of the staff, they're always working. So I'm excited to see what playmakers come into Lincoln.
Jared?
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Lincoln's got. I mean, listen, Coach O'Connor's one of the best out there. And Lincoln, listen, they're consistently on the stage. I know they want to be in the championship, but it's never easy going to the 4A semifinals. So, congratulations to them and making it there. And yeah, they do return some good talent. So I'm pretty excited. To see what they have. And best of luck to all the players graduating. I really like their senior class this year. A lot of these seniors, I think, really stepped up and had good seasons. Maybe they weren't completely on the map their junior season, but they had a really nice senior campaign.
Sorry. This is funny. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I want. But that is funny though. I just want to tell you that is very
They're hungry for it, man.
BK all day. Everyone does that. Everyone does that now. T-Bill literally watching film on the sideline. Everyone does that now.
Yeah,
they have the iPads and the big screen TV setup. So
yeah,
that's
I'm
not like.
I'm gonna get to that point. Listen, everybody, I believe in Coach OC for sure, and everybody over there. But like I said, when you come home and you fumble the ball twice in your first 4 possessions, 2 turnovers on downs in your first 4 possessions. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. It's like I guess an undefeated Tottenville team.
Yeah, giving Tottenville extra possessions. Yeah, it's not gonna end good for you.
Yeah. So a huge shout out to Lincoln. Hopefully, they can retool because listen, there are some teams who are, they're trying to take your seat at the table. You have a hungry Eagle team. You have a hungry Eagle team. You have a hungry JFK team.
Wait, Lincoln doesn't do that? I don't know if everyone except Lincoln. I don't know how true that is. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kai, I love this, man. I mean, incredible performance in the quarterfinal game.
Yeah, they do too. That's what.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
was like,
talking about
how technologically like Lincoln.
he might be talking about E-Hall though. Sorry, like were they watching
I don't
E-Hall
know.
film? I thought he meant that they were trolling and watching E-Hall film. That's what.
Oh,
What
okay.
they meant. He meant
That went
not
over my head then.
I'm
Okay.
not sure. I thought he was kind of trolling. Yo, Jarvis. This is my co-commentator Ray Jarvis, right? Why you coming to the chat just to cause me trouble, man? Like, well, I already had my hands up.
Yeah,
and I was wrong, Jarv. What you? Yo, we have to send Jarv a link one of these days. Actually, no, we're not gonna send Jarv a link because he's gonna come up here and troll. Shout out to my boy, my God. Yo, we know. Yo,
he is like Superman.
can we get through the 4A, please? Yo,
we're almost there.
Really the people's champion, bro. Yo, we got us. Yo, Jerry, we got to find a way to sabotage you, man. We got to find a way.
I might get my prediction wrong, so don't even. It happens. It happens, man. It happens. He said, "Stirring the pot." You heard him weak.
Yo, come on, listen. E for president, man. E for president. You should run for president, man. All right. So let's move on. Of course, there's a 4A championship to talk about, to preview. Let me get a poll in the chat. I love these. Very simple. Let me know who you guys got, E-Hall or Tottenville. E, I'll let you go first, man. Let me think about let me set you up here. I'm gonna start with E-Hall. Give me the keys to game for E-Hall.
Okay, so I feel like the keys to the game for E-Hall. Well, I'll start with this first, though. I'm not gonna jump to Tottenville, but I'll start with this. And I really feel this way. I feel like if either team has to just play their brand of football, meaning E-Hall, you have to stick to what you've been doing. Like we've been saying, Kendall is very comfortable. Don't overcall the game. We're gonna run our offense through the way we've been running our offense balanced, but Amir's gonna have to perform. Yeah, defensively, we already know what E-Hall is gonna bring to the table defensively with that linebacking core led by Deli, Brandon Garcia, and company. Yeah, just play your brand of football for E-Hall. Definitely play your brand of football. You expecting a dogfight. We know this is gonna be a game where it's always the same type of game, but you have to play your brand of football and limit the amount of penalties and mistakes. I know that sounds generic. That might sound like basic things like, okay, you have to limit your penalties if you want to win. That's simple things, but it's very crucial and it's very important in this type of matchup. So no.
Hold on a second. I didn't save you. I didn't save you because I was like, I kind of wanted to sabotage you.
And company.
You can't remember. Yeah, they gonna start getting on his body.
Look, and big number 34. Yes, big number 34. My bad.
And who else? And Nazir Brown.
Nazir Brown.
Nazir. You see Nas, I remember.
My 4 number 5. My 4 number 5. Y'all all dogs. That's the best linebacker core in the city. But yeah. How could I forget to mention y'all? My bad. But yeah, I feel like play your brand of football and you have a good chance at winning this game. But the good thing is, for the fans anyway, I feel the same way about the Pirates. So they play their brand of football. They have a very good chance at winning this game. So just can't wait for it.
Jared, you wanna go E-Hole or you wanna go Tottenville?
Yeah, I'll go E-Hole first. Listen, this one is it's gonna the E-Hole secondary. Like, what version is showing up on Sunday at midnight?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because listen, Coach Mouse's guys, like, they have some of the best talent. Like, some of these players are absolutely incredible. But then there's moments where, other teams have passed all over them, whether it was, Canterbury in that
Yeah.
first half, whether it was Justin McGuire in the first meeting. Like, it happened. It's the truth. But we've seen a bunch of flashes where, they're locking things down and they're making plays, and that E-Hole run defense is so good to the point where it's like, wow, like it's really hard to score on this team. So yeah, if their DBs play to the best of their ability, and I also think it comes down to like no mental mistakes as well. Like limiting those that I guess we don't technically see, where it's like, all right, he was actually supposed to be there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so it's like limiting that stuff would be is going to be huge, because if you do that, then your run defense is typical E-Hole physicality, where they could kind of win the battle up front, which I thought they did the first time. So you do that, and now Amir's back. So now you could really go with Amir and Jair Lewis and even Kendu running it. E-Hole could be in pretty good shape, but at the same time, listen, Tottenville, this is the game. They're going to pull out all the bags of tricks, and they got Corey Brown. They have Tyshawn Bent. They're going to use them in creative ways, and they are electrifying. So how does E-Hall respond to that? And how do they respond to a Justin McGuire who's going to, improvise and make all different typs of plays? It's so interesting. I think the game would go in so many different directions, man. This this 4A game, man. Oof. This is one that, like, there's a lot of different championships this weekend, but this game in particular is going to be so special. So I'm pumped.
Yeah. So I know we kind of touched on all the parts of the E-Hall defense. I'm also going to touch on their defense. I do think their defense is a key to this game. I think the two things I can count on for E-Hall are their linebackers being excellent. Brandon Garcia, Zaire Walden, Kendall Brown, Nazir Brown. I just want to do that real quick. All right, no.
Man, and Chase Sinclair, nice sophomore.
Yeah.
What number is Chase? Is he 8?
8.
Is he number
8?
Yeah, he's tough. I like him. He's
gonna be good in the future. He's gonna be really good.
Sophomore.
Him and Nazir. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I do like him. I did see him flying around on Sunday. So the two things I can depend on are their linebackers being excellent and them scoring points. I think those are two things I can rely on. The number one thing for me actually is I need to see them get production from their defensive line. I think that when you're playing players like Corey Brown and Tyshawn Bent, yes, the linebackers are excellent, but you need to push that line. You need to corral them in the backfield. Because, yes, the linebackers are excellent, but Tyshawn Bent and Corey are still those boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you need to meet them. You need to change the line of scrimmage, push it a yard back, and kind of slow them down. If they get ahead of steam, it could be trouble for you guys. And just like Jared said, the secondary was not good in the first matchup. They were not good. I think Coach Mouse, Coach Morgan, they all know that. They were not good in that first Tottenville matchup. So they have to be much, much better. But yeah, I could say offensively, this is the most solid E-Hall team that we've seen in quite a bit. Kendu is firing on all cylinders. Like we said, Amir Morrow is healthy, and you can see it. Shout out to the E-Hall staff just kind of managing that, and he looks like he's as close to 100% as he could possibly be. So the key for me is getting production on production out of the defensive line. So E, what are some of the keys for Tottenville for you?
Some of the keys from Tottenville, also, like I feel like I mentioned, I feel like they just have to play their brand of football. Tottenville is kind of a complete team. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of something maybe on the defensive side of the ball because offensively, I feel like they'll be just fine and with in terms of their playmakers. We know what to expect from them offensively. Um, but the interesting matchup is more on the E-Hall side of things. I want to see how they match up against Constantino, in terms of who they're going to have, how they're going to play, uh, in terms of covering Constantino. That's very important. So when you guys mentioned the defensive back thing for E-Hall, I thought of that. I want to see how they match up against Constantino and company. Because like you said, Townsville has some underrated playmakers like Gavin, good possession guys who I expect them to make some key plays for the Pirates offense. So, but they just have to play their brand of football. Simple. But I would say this. I'm gonna say my prediction, who I have winning this game, and I think it's going back to Brooklyn. I have E-Hall bringing this one home.
Yes, yes. And Amir Morrow was your MVP, correct?
Justice Murray
Oh, it's
is
Justice.
my
Okay, okay. It was
yes.
Garrett said.
Justice is my MVP. I think that Justice is gonna make his plays. Um, Yeah, I have Justice being the MVP in a very close game, but I got the Dutchman pulling this one out. But my keys for Tottenville is just the same as E-Hall. Play your brand of football, and you have a good shot at winning this game for sure.
Yeah, and I actually want to, if you don't mind, Jared, I'm just going to piggyback of what you said, and I kind of touched on it earlier. Is that my keys are actually Vincent Geller and Gavin Ledwick, Coach Morgan, Coach Mouse. I'm sure they watch film and they probably are tired of me. I get messages from some E-Hall guys like, "Yo, can you stop calling Constantino the best wide receiver? You keep trying to spread this propaganda." I'm like, "Yo, but this is what I actually do. I believe he's the best wide receiver. That's what I believe." So what do you want me to say? I'm not lying.
Read this propaganda.
So yeah, they're tired of hearing it. They're sick of it. So they're gonna shade. They're gonna get physical. They will talk respectfully like young men, but they're gonna be talking crazy. Constantino, we know that. All right. Referees, we love y'all. Just know E-Hall is gonna be talking crazy to all these top bull players. So my keys, is Vincent Geller and Gavin Ledwick. You are going to be the guys that have the one-on-one matchups, and you have to win your matchups.
Yeah,
Do it.
Yeah.
Justin McGuire, he's going to be under pressure. We've seen how he can improvise. This Tottenville offensive line has been excellent. They've been only getting better and better and better. So on paper, I think Tottenville have the advantage up front, and if they can handle those linebackers blitzing, Justin McGuire is probably better when he's improvising. So it's going to really come down to Gavin Ledwick and, like I said, Vincent Geller to get open and to make their plays. And just as Amir Morrow wasn't healthy in their first matchup, Eli Jones wasn't healthy either. So I think Eli Jones is going to make he has to be excellent.
Yes.
He's been excellent all year long. E-Hall's offensive line hasn't seen him yet. Jaden Innocent's also been great. And just like I was saying, Glenn Shepard's been great as well. A matchup that, it's not confirmed if I'm streaming the game yet. Keep your fingers crossed. But I am going to call this matchup out every time I see it. Is Kyle Charles and Justice Murray.
Yeah.
That is I might have a camera just locked on those two guys.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good matchup right there. Yep.
So I'm really excited for that. Jared, keys for Tottenville.
Man, listen, I think a lot of it, kind of like you talked about it a little bit, like a Tottenville defense is going to play a huge role in this game. The additions, Kyle Charles, like finding a way to neutralize Justice Murray and Amir Morrow is a huge task. Ehol's got a lot of weapons, but if Tottenville's able to, and because they've done it like recently, in the sense of like forcing turnovers and stuff like that, they're gonna capitalize. And I think ball control and just taking care of the ball, I should say, is going to be really important for both teams. Obviously, there's very little room for error in this game.
Yeah.
Also like let Tyshawn Bent be Tyshawn Bent. This kid is so good at football. Like it sounds so simple, but it's like, yeah, we gotta find a way to just really get him the rock and be creative, whether it's in the pass game or the run game, man. Sometimes I want the ball in his hands a lot to do that, and you could still have other people involved. Like Tom's got a lot of weapons. Oh, and also in this game, just in general, just because of what I saw with FJM and APR, is like the amount of like role players and depth players like that these teams have, how many, like, it doesn't have to be like a ton of big plays, but like, a depth player making like, man, that was a huge tackle or that was a huge catch. Like, how big is the supporting cast for each of these teams making these, play here or there where it's like, oh, that was huge by Wade Evans right there for FJM. Like stuff where it's like, man, that was enormous. Right there, Vincent Geller, another snag, like stuff like that. I think is huge. So we'll see.
And how could we forget? I was like, dang, is Jared gonna say it? Is Jared gonna say it? He didn't say it. Special teams.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Make extra points.
Oh, don't say that too loud. There's some Eagle people listening, please. Don't say that too loud.
Sorry, that's a sensitive.
That's a sensitive topic.
It is.
And that's out of Brooklyn.
Actually, here's a big one that I've seen in multiple playoff games in New York City. Guys, after you score a touchdown, please do your best to not get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Hand the ball to ref and just clap.
Okay, I like that you said that, but
it changes the whole 2-point.
Are the kids allowed to dance or are they not allowed to dance?
I don't know.
It changes game to game.
It depends on the ref.
It depends. It's crazy.
I've seen kids have it be like that. Like
that's really.
Are they? Because the kids clearly don't know if they're allowed to dance or not. They think they're allowed to dance.
And sometimes it's fine, and then sometimes you're kicking a 4 extra point, or you're going for 2 from the 18-yard line or 17-yard line. It's a problem.
Now that matters, yeah.
It matters, bro.
In a close game, that matters, yeah.
So this is what I'm talking about here. Like, what is it? If you get a 15-yard penalty, all of a sudden it's like a 30+ yard extra point, right? Like, yeah. I think so.
I like again, I would just huge suggestion, like who am I to suggest anything to referees, but just talk to everyone before the game, like I know you guys usually do, and just tell them like, yo, do not do this in the end zone, do not do that in the end zone. So at least you can say, hey, I told them. Maybe you guys always do. I don't know. So
can't take over the
players. Some of the players, you guys are in the chat, like let me know, like, does anybody tell you guys you're not allowed to dance, or because what is it? Because like it literally changes from game to game.
Yeah. I think they should just let us slide, man. I mean,
okay, so as I was saying, regular season they let us dance, and then playoffs are throwing flags. Yeah, I don't know. Man.
That's crazy, and it changes games. Man.
So you're seeing this in Long Island too, Jared?
Well, no, I just saw it on Saturday at FJM APR.
Or they say it's cover your knees.
If you're a football player, you know exactly.
Yeah, no, bring back sobering. And when I was on the phone with the coach too, like, in like another PSAL game, like it happened on the 2-point conversion for another team where they had to go from like the 17-yard line or 18-yard line. Like that's a problem. It's like, oof, that's not good. So yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So all right, listen, may the best man win. 1 o'clock, I think, at Midwood. Really, really excited for that game, man. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Tottenville E Hall. I mean, we don't even have to. I don't even need to watch the field. Just the crowd. I mean, it's just gonna be incredible. So we're gonna end this poll with 69 people voting, 58% Dutchmen.
Whoa.
Yep. Wow.
So let's see. Tottenville,
Interesting.
can you finally do it, Tottenville? We'll see it on Sunday. I'll leave this here. Zebo, good luck, my boy. All right. Everyone, we are about to do the 3A. You guys have been asking us since 7 p.m.
Oh man, yeah, your time's here.
All right, so let's start with Madison Utrecht.
That was a game.
That was a game. That was a game.
Wait a little bit longer for sure.
All right, let's do it.
Wow.
Oh man.
Oh man.
They're looking for you, Jared.
Oh
Got
yeah,
that
I
waiting
went
for
0 for 2 in the 3A. I went to you guys after the game, the FJO game, and I'm like, dude, I've been horrendous this week. Long Island, PSAL. This was like a record week for me. Missed picks.
Yo, man.
Yeah. No, we'll get to Madison in a little bit, McFarland. Don't worry.
All right.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Sheepshead Bay 44, APR 34. Shout out to Coach Perlo. He actually just let us know this is APR as a program. Their first home loss.
Oh wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. First ever
there
lost
is
home loss.
only one undefeated team left in the 3A, and they reside in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn. And Move the Chains account has
There he is.
won.
There he is.
Shout out to the guy. Shout out to the guy, man. E, take it away, man.
I just feel like this. Yeah, where to start? I feel like this was just a big statement win for Sheepshead, for the Sharks. For a few reasons. The guys who've been around, like Coach Yusuf, Coach Mack. I'm not sure how many times APR beat them, but I know they had some devastating losses to APR in the past years. So this matchup was personal. Coach Perlo as well. This is always a matchup where it's very anticipated, and it's usually either a semifinals game or it's a very big game whenever these two teams face each other. I just like to tip my hat to the FJM staff. I feel like they had a very good game plan coming into the game. Just the energy from the Sharks. You feel it pre-game, you feel it on the sideline. Everyone's fired up. Everyone's just ready for the moment. I felt that from the players to the coaches. Just Coach Mack, a great job by putting Coop at receiver because a lot of people, that was a very underrated smart move by Coach Mack. Everyone knows that Coop is a hell of a player, but I don't think a lot of people knew that Coop was that good at catching the ball. He kind of took over the game, and That's why I had the Sharks winning this matchup, because I knew that Coop was the best player in the 3A, and I feel like he proved it after this performance. But I think we have to definitely shout out some of the players on the defensive side of the ball from the Sharks. It was his kid number 45, Kawan Howard. He'll be coming back. Linebacker, he's flying all over the field making plays. Number 44, Andre Kittles Jr. You have number 71, Big Brit. Number 4, Zaire Walker as well, with a key strip. But I just feel like collectively, the Sharks, they understood the mission and the assignment, and they went and completed the mission. They wanted to prove that, we're not an underdog. We're actually, the best team in this 3A. And they went out and they did that. APR though, they play a good brand of football. They led by a great leader in Coach Perlo. They have their quarterback returning. Manny will be coming back next year. So I expect APR to be right in the mix of things next year. But just a big statement win from the Sharks, and they gotta be feeling good. They gotta be feeling good knowing their situation and what's to come. They're just looking at the game has to be played. I understand that, but looking at the situation, if you're in the Sheepshead Bay camp, you got to be feeling real good going forward. So, shout out to everyone over at the Shark Tank.
Jared?
Yeah, I mean, what a game from Sheepshead Bay. We talked about how important quarterback play was in this game. And Manny from APR, he had a good game running the ball, and he also made some passes as well. But for Sheepshead Bay to combine for between their two great quarterbacks, Jaden and Mikey, over 300 yards, really impressive. That was huge. And yeah, I'll get to it. Naeem Cooper. After that first half ended, and I was statting, and I was getting my story ready. I was like, out of all the high school football I've watched, from a receiving standpoint, that was the best first half performance that I've witnessed. 7 catches for 208 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half, and I mean in like a big time game. I've never seen someone like take over as a receiver like that.
Jared Valluzzi. What KJ Duff do in that first half of that chip game?
Dude, I think that's a little bit different. Was it the first half? I don't think he had 200 yards though.
I'm kind of being funny. I know he had 4 touchdowns in the game.
He did.
I don't remember what he had in the first half, but I just thought it was funny because I was like, ooh, hold on a second. That's a St. Anthony, an alum.
It is, and KJ, listen, he's one of the goats, But dude, that was crazy. I was like, wow, man, it's a dude on like this stage where, listen, APR probably was designing everything to stop Coop, and he did that, and he totaled what he totaled. It was special for
that
sure.
Diving catch,
dude, it was sick.
Yeah.
No.
That throw by Jaden Fatback Brown.
No, the QBs came to play, man. And listen,
what a throw.
There was so many guys that just also made a ton of plays where I was like, wow, man, like Aaron Marrero on defense, number 52. Lon Howard, number 45. Just some of these guys who just made plays, and the D line for APR and the D line for Sheepshead Bay and the front 7 really slowed down APR's run game at least to an extent. And that was a huge deal. So yeah, that's a lot of credit to them. And for APR, listen, they fall back regardless. They made the game very interesting. I don't think they just didn't get enough stops and execute all the way through. But really good game. Isaac Suazo, 2 huge plays.
He's a
stud. Yeah, and I hope to see both teams in the 4A division next year. That's how I'll leave that point off.
Yo, man. Have to start with Naeem Cooper. Listen, it is gonna be hard to leave him off of some of these lists at the end of the year.
You can't, in my opinion.
It is going to. I know he missed games. But we watch with our eyes. No AI. Our almost 2 eyes. And that boy is one of the best running backs in this league.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the right comment. I'm not gonna miss a showtime. Yeah, that's the right comment. It looked a little too easy for him out there, you know. I've kind of said that a few times seeing Coop play this year, where he's just having his way. And yeah, we know this is a player who played in the 4A already, right? He was at Canarsie. He was producing at Canarsie already. You know, this level of football, he definitely would have produced on a lot of 4A teams if Coop was playing 4A football, you know?
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
that's just a player that's at an elite level doing elite things, you know? So that's kind of what we witnessed, and him take over a game, you know?
All right, how about this one real quick? Just because I have it on me. Naeem Cooper in PSAL league play, because I know he balled out in non-league. He only has 45 touches on the season, and he has over 1,000 yards of offense.
Wow.
And double-digit TDs for sure. Yeah. So he's not on 45 touches. He averages 24 yards per touch. What?
Yo, Carl, this is
24 yards a carry.
This is
Dude, 24 yards per touch, bro. And it's like, how is that a thing?
This is actually kind of funny.
Would have, yeah.
It would have been Wagner. It would have been Wagner or something like that with Coop back there.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
Wagner, hold on.
Almost 4 games. And I wasn't counting the non-league, too.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to shout out Mac, Rel in the chat. Help me out with this. So there's 4 players that probably don't get a lot of shine that I want to shout out, man. First of all, number 50, Owen Perez Matos. Number 57, Big O.
Yeah, Big O.
Number 11, Wade Evans.
Yeah.
And number 71, Amari Britt. And the last 2 I want to shout out are the OCs, Coach Mack and Coach Youssef. They were running this counter that APR absolutely couldn't stop. You said number 58, Jameer?
58.
Dre, you told me the wrong number, man. You told me 57.
He should have had a pick. He should have had a pick, Dre. Jameer,
Jonathan
should have
Before?
had a pick, man. He didn't want to be great. He didn't want to be great.
Jameer. Wait, is that for me? 58 is
He was on the D line. He was on the D line.
59, not 50.
59. Wait, let me see.
Oh, Jameer Damon. Okay, so sorry about that. Jameer Damon. Whoever is involved on that counter that they were running all day.
Oh, 59 is a guard. Okay.
There you go. I'm just trying to shout out the offensive line. Sorry, I had that wrong in my notes. I mean, that counter was literally the play design is beautiful. Essentially, they motion a running back. Let's say the running back's on the left. They motion them. I think they motion them to the right side of the quarterback. They pull a guard, and they can run so many different plays out of that formation. And, we'll get to James Madison. You guys will watch that on film. Like, you'll have to figure out a way to stop that. Because I'm not even sure if Mac and Youssef really even that. I think they scratched the surface with that. They didn't really run that, And what up, my boy? Nice to see you in it. Game sealing interception. I'm gonna get to that later. Great job.
Big number five.
So Sheepshead Bay, and just the tenacity that Sheepshead Bay played with. It's almost like
oh man, Ed, what's up, Ed?
It's all filled. Oh my god. What's the word, man?
Yo, Ed, what's the word?
No, the play design is great. I mean, again, we talk about play calling, and why I value balance on offense so much is because if you've had a helmet on and you've played football, it's such a mental game. If you know what the opponent is gonna do, it makes it 80 times easier to play football. If you have no clue what they're gonna do, it is tough. So that's why I value the balance that Sheepshead Bay plays with. They play with the most balance in the division, and I felt like that showed. As you can see, it was only a 10-point difference. And just the Sheepshead Bay wanted this game so badly, and I'm not saying they didn't want this game because they wanted this game badly too. But Sheepshead Bay was really playing with a desperation. And of course, it's a huge shout out to Jacob Reed. I mean, this kid, ever since he was a junior, I love watching this kid play, man. Like he literally is all over. It's like there's 3 of him on the field. Like that's really what it feels like. So it's just incredible for them. I'm happy for them. Of course, I'm happy and sad at the same time. It was a tough loss for APR. I saw Za, saying that, the safety, something that the safety was hurt or had the flu or something like that. I do not know, but boy, that first half was bad schematically. Of course, respect to all the coaches, but we have to analyze the game. I'm not gonna take anything away from Naeem Cooper. But that cannot happen in a semifinal in the first half. You cannot expect a cornerback to cover Naeem Cooper one-on-one. Like, I understand that, they did some stuff where he came out of the backfield, he ran wheels and stuff like that. But there's a lot of times he was in a slot and he just ran a post and it was one-on-one. No one in the middle of the field. Safety playing 10 to 15 to 12 yards off the ball. Can't affect the play at all. I mean, the score was 18-0. Manny, shout out to Manny. What a leader, what a warrior. Breaks a run, 18-6. There's so much momentum. There's got to be a minute less in the game, right? In the half. Naeem Cooper splits out and runs a go route. One-on-one at the end of the half. That cannot happen.
It's like, do you know who just split out to receiver? Like, we gotta do something about that. Like, we cannot just let that happen with number 16 on him. I know exactly the play you're talking about.
Like, I hear you saying that, and I know this is negative, and I try not to be so negative. I know I hear that you're saying that you have the backup safety, but I'm talking schematically. And word to all the cameramen, which is like 1,000 of us at the game on Saturday, I literally, I'll say it to E. I literally would see you guys line up. I would turn to E and be like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah.
Before the play even happened, I'd be like, "What's happening right now?" And then guess what Coach Mack said?
Money. But here's my thing, though. Here's my thing, right? You have a corner like Suazo. Why do you have him opposite of Coop? And then no knock to the number 16 kid because he looks young. Why do you have the young corner guarding the best player on FJM's team, but you have your best corner opposite of him? It's like, like little schematic things like that, where it's like I would have had Swazo follow Coop wherever he's going. Once I see you at receiver, you're following him. Wherever he lines up, you're lining up. Or even Zaire. Wherever Coop lines up, you're lining up where Coop is at.
Yo, so Smooth in the chat saying pick your poison. Zero as a dog. Yeah, I'm gonna pick my poison. It's gonna be Jacob Reed. The poison is not gonna be Naeem Cooper, my boy. It's not going to be Naeem Cooper. So I am gonna pick my poison. It's gonna be Jacob Reed.
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, y'all funny.
Even with all of that, yo, why you try to take him off the podcast, bro? What's going on, man? Why you trying to take him off the podcast? Come on, man. How many people across the city you think you can be in this seat, man? I already had to replace you.
Yeah, bro, that would be a killer, man. Imagine we lose someone else.
Jesus Christ.
Just like simple pre-snap things that I seen just watching the game, like we were talking, Dre, on the field there. It's like APR, you could have been in a way better position just by those pre-snap adjustments,
Nah, I'm good on that offer, man.
Sorry.
I'm good on that.
You can take Jared. It's funny. Yo, listen.
It's like literally after that first touchdown Coop had where he reverses the field. I forgot what played up. I think they threw him a screen, right? Yeah, they threw Coop a screen. He reversed the field and he took it all the way for 6. Right after that play, it's like defense. We have to huddle up, and we're gonna try to not let this kid beat us. We're gonna try to not let this kid beat us. Like you said, he should have never had the opportunity to have 200 plus receiving yards in the first half. So
yeah, and APR was a bit shell shocked in that first half. Again, once the score is 18-6, like you're okay. Like you're okay there.
Yeah,
then
you feel good. Yeah,
at the end of the half, and
yeah, they kept fighting for sure.
No, but yeah, I was about to get into that. Ed, they definitely kept fighting. Oh my God, I mean, how many big plays? This is my Isaac Swazo segment. I mean, what a player! Pick 6 in the semifinals. Your team is on the ropes.
Swazo a dog, man. Swazo a dog.
That is super tough. I mean, he was doing everything he could. And even he caught that blur towards the end of the game as well to keep the team in it. I mean, they kept kind of fighting, trying to claw their way into the game, man.
Ed be bugging, son.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this one on this.
I'm not gonna lie though. At the beginning of the game, APR is like that first drive, and then like seeing that punt return. I know it got called back, but I was like, APR had a hell of a start at first. But then Chiefs had got that stop. But I found it very interesting, that opening drive.
Yeah, the opening drive. I was like, "Whoo!"
Yeah, I was like, dude,
APR. I mean, APR is here to play. Especially the first play of the game. I think they threw a little quick screen route, or it was a quick hitch to Coop. It was like 5 people were on him.
Yeah.
Why did y'all stop doing that? Why did you stop? So, shout out to number 4. I'm trying to run and get his name. On the kick return.
Oh, from APR.
Let me get his name. Number 4 is Christian Torres. You know,
Big play from
incredible,
him, man.
huge play to try to keep them in the game.
We're
Pushing
getting him, man.
Torres. Word, we're
We're getting
No, no,
balling.
him, man.
Wait a second. Wait a second. I'm on the
Yeah.
APR right now. Jesus Christ. Act like you haven't been on the show before, Mac. Anyway.
3
yeah,
carries, 2 TDs is tough.
yeah,
That's fire.
but you know, APR they kept fighting, but again, you know, you have the ball down 10.
You literally had 3
You know,
carries.
you got to take care of the ball. You have to take care of the ball. You have the ball down 10. It's unfortunate that there was a fumble afterwards, and that was kind of it there. You know, I just want to give a huge shout out as well to Ahmed Torre, man.
Felt like they didn't use him enough. In a game this big, I felt like I would have liked, I should say, this to see Ahmed Torre get some more touches. I know he had that nice blur for 6. I think that was a 60-something yard touchdown he had.
Yeah.
But definitely would have liked to see the ball in his hands more. Kind of like how I feel like FJM's game plan was, we're gonna have our best player lead us to the championship. That's kind of what APR they should have been on that same type of time. I feel like have your best player lead you to the promised land, and I don't think that was the game plan over at APR.
You want to just give your flowers to Ahmed Torre, Jared?
Absolutely, man. I mean, really special season he had, and he did on both sides of the ball. You know, after I have to say it, after transferring from Cardinal Hayes, you know, Torre really made a big time impact, and yeah, big season. Congrats to him on everything he accomplished. He had a nice touchdown game, like we talked about. And yeah, man, let's see where it goes from here. Torrey had a great year, and honestly, like I had a feeling he was gonna be really good at running back, but his impact on defense was huge. Yeah, and I had to sneak it in. I'm sorry.
Nah, huge shout out to him, man. So we actually do have a guest today. I should have been a little further along in the show. I wanted to get him in for the 2A talk, but you know he's here, so let's get him in for the 3A talk. He is one half of the Hidden Gems, Mr. CEO. See, you got CEO in the name, man. Wow, what's the word, boy?
What's up, guys? What's up, fellas?
What's the word, bro?
Appreciate
How
you
you
for
feeling?
having us here, Andre, on the platform tonight, man. Appreciate you a lot. Yeah, let's talk some football, guys.
Oh yeah.
Listen, man, I wanted to get you on the show, especially because I love all the work that you guys do, especially covering some of the 1A, 2A that people are Dre, why can't you do more? I'm like, brother, do you know how much it is just to cover the 4A?
It's a lot. It's a lot,
It's
bro.
not just
I won't
Brooklyn.
lie. It's definitely a lot.
I'm in the Bronx. So I really appreciate all the work you guys do, man. I wanted to definitely. There's a lot to talk about in the 2A.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But you got here early. So your take on this matchup, man.
Sheep Shed versus APR. I'll say it definitely made out for the show that we thought it would be.
Yeah.
It took a little while to develop, but APR woke up and they fought. They definitely fought back. It was an interesting game. Like I believe one of you guys said earlier, I do wish I say Ahmad Torrey with the ball a little bit more run game, but I did see the QB Emmanuel Poku. He made some beautiful throws out there. I thought they had a fighting chance, man, but Naeem Cooper.
Yeah.
Naeem Cooper. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Yeah, we spoke about. How about you give some love to number 3, Uzzi.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is
For
the
sure.
Uzzi segment, Mac. Okay.
I got Boozy showed out, man.
What did they say? He had 3 carries for
3 carries for 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
It's called efficiency,
Yo.
man.
Wow.
Yo, now that'll have a running back. That'll have a running back coming back like, yo, coach, I need more carries. Like,
Yeah.
you play.
I mean, I don't
like,
think you complain when you win, though.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. But one thing seriously, I do want to give a lot of respected love to Uzzi for is, again, we spoke about Justice Murray being humble. And again, him showing that humbleness, saying like, yo, I know Coop is here. I know he's going to take up some carries, but I'm going to play some defense. I'm going to get in where I fit in. And when I get the ball, it's problems.
Absolutely.
And that just shows a lot of character from a player. So a huge shout out to Uzzi, man, for sure.
Right, for sure. And I say that guy is a tank, man. Hard guy to bring down. Hard guy for these kids to bring down, for sure.
Yeah, man. So listen, we cover. I think we're good on this one. Does anyone else have any tidbits to add on for this game before we move on to the next semifinal?
Nah.
Sure.
I mean, like I say, huge shout out to Sheepshead Bay. Huge shout out to APR. Someone asked earlier, I know it's been a while, asking should these 2 teams move up to the 4A. There's 1 slot open in the 4A, maybe 2. I'm not sure if DeWitt Clinton would want to come down or not. I thought DeWitt Clinton was pretty decent this year. Should both teams move up? I mean, I guess it'd be okay. I think it'd be okay because now if I'm thinking about the matchups we're getting, now we have Fort Hamilton, Brooklyn Tech, Sheepshead, and APR in the 4A. You got to figure that those teams would play a Port Richmond, a New Dorp, probably a South Shore Eagle, JFK possibly.
And APR has been dominating the 3A for these last few years, so I wouldn't be surprised at that if they chose to move up.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
The move makes sense.
I still think the both of these programs could use like another year of seasoning, but
I'll say the same.
We'll see because there has to, not even trying to disrespect, but obviously Canarsie is moving down, so someone has to move up. So
I honestly want to say I only think Sheepshead Bay should move up if they expect to keep these premier of athletes or expect another wave of these premier athletes, because right now they are stacked.
Yeah, that's the whole thing too, right? Just like you said, of course they have Naeem Cooper, who is, I guess I can't even say arguably anymore. Like he's the best player in the 3A, right? You're losing that. Can you sustain it? So I don't know. Only time will tell. But Sheepshead Bay,
does APR have a 3A chip? No, Ed. They got a 2A chip.
True.
They won it when it was like
a 2A chip, or is it a
wait? What's
they won it when they split up the divisions? There's like 2 divisions, I think.
Yeah. I think it was the B chip.
So does that really count?
Definitely counts.
Nah, APR should be in the 4A. That's my opinion.
Okay. The 4A would be the 4A. Like I said, that 4A would be very, very nice with these 2 teams up here.
They got a lot coming back, so yeah.
Shout out to my guy Zaire Jones, man. Yo,
I will say APR does have a lot of underclassmen for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, man. All right. So the next game. Whoo. This was a crazy one. This was a crazy one. James Madison advancing to the championship, getting by the hair on their chin, 20-19 over the Utes. Shout out to Coach Wendell. Shout out to all the coaches, man. Kwan, am I saying it right? How I say it? I want to make sure I say it right.
Not Kwan, yeah, you said that correctly.
You want to go for? I know you were at the APR
game.
Yo,
who did I pick for this game? I forgot.
Nah, you guys picked Madison. I picked.
I did. Okay.
I did take Madison. I didn't expect it
why
to be
you
this
trying
tight.
to pick up with your picks, man? That was like 2 weeks ago, bro. Why try to, you know what this is? You know what the young boys call it? This is aura farming, bro. That's what you try to do. That's it.
Aura
farmer, bro.
You know why, bro? Because I always, this matchup I knew it could go either way, so I don't remember who I picked.
Game.
Yeah, I knew
Mhm.
I knew this
I
this
feel
game.
like
I was looking at it like it can go either way. So
New
I really
Utrecht's
did.
been a sleeper all season. Like
Yeah,
they've been
Mhm.
that one team that just might surprise you and beat a really good team and have you thinking like, wait, am I sleeping on you, New Utrecht? You might be. They're a really good
yeah,
team.
a sleeper team. But okay, now I remember why I picked Madison because in the regular season, Madison beat them. I think 28-12 or something like that. I think. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go with Madison again. That is why I picked Madison. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess I'll start real quick with this one. I just want to give obviously a huge shout out to James Madison,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
especially
heard that.
Look
Oh,
at
that's
that,
tough.
man. Yeah.
Losing
oh
like that
yeah,
is
It was
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, I heard this too. Like,
Damn.
damn.
it would have been. They would have went winless from winless to the championship, I believe.
Wow. Yeah.
Was it a fourth down?
Oh,
Fumbled
Yeah,
on the
let us
1 yard
know what
line.
down it is. I did hear that it was tough. It was at the end of the game. At the end of
mhm.
the game there. But no, I do want to give a huge shout out to James Madison to start because you know it was a team that started 3-0. If you remember, they had that really dramatic win over Truman,
Yeah.
and then they really stubbed their toe against Franklin K. Lane, and then they went to the Shark Tank.
Mm.
We'll preview that one, right?
Mm.
That wasn't all right. I commentate. It wasn't good. It wasn't close, and it kind of
Oh,
looked like
God.
the wheels were gonna fall off there for a minute, especially with a 28-0 loss in the last week of the season to APR. But huge shout out to Coach Sal and everybody over there because they kept it together. This guy Jared Valluzzi betted against them against John Jay. Freaking guy doesn't know football playing.
Went against them twice, man.
Went against them twice.
That's tough.
And this is a young team, man. Ray Annual at quarterback is only a sophomore.
Sophomore. Yeah.
Mhm.
If I'm not mistaken, Gavin Pelzer,
Sophomore.
All
he's a
sophomores, man.
Taz.
Young
Taz,
team.
Sophomore.
Travis Leahy is a sophomore.
Sophomore. Yeah. Dang, they all
They'll be
sophomore.
back. I
Yeah.
think they'll definitely be back.
Yo, this is off topic, but I remember I was at a Madison game and one of the fans is like, yo, Chase from Eagle? I'm like, yeah. He like, yo, Juju from Eagle? Yeah. Tamir from South Shore? I'm like, yeah, those were all of our guys. So then when I thought about it, I'm like, yo,
Chase was at
Madison.
Madison.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did I know that? That's crazy.
Chase was he was there his freshman year, yup.
Wait, so all of these
Mad
guys that you just named was at Madison at a point?
yeah,
Yeah, I knew
Wow.
Juju
yeah.
was there.
So then
Yeah,
Wow.
Juju,
when
I
you
knew
think
about.
about it, if they would have kept those guys around, Madison would have
I
whoever
think
recruited over there did they thing.
yeah. I
Did
think if
they
they would have kept
thing.
those guys around, this championship matchup would be a little more interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
A
Oh,
little.
Rolly too. Yeah, Loud. Yeah,
Oh, shout
Rolly
out to Lau,
too.
man.
I ain't know Loud was in the cut. Yeah, Rolly too went to Madison, yup.
And then they were like, "Yeah, you gotta come over to South Shore."
Yeah, big shout out to Rainio. He's been bowling all season, only a sophomore. Able to make our hidden gem top 5 list as a QB. A big shout out to him.
Who,
Mhm.
Madison quarterback?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's
He's
good.
been
Yeah,
bowling all season.
sophomore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's good.
yeah.
Him, Travis Leahy, definitely those guys been stepping up. And even in their playoff matchup, the semifinal matchup, the same stars that's been showing out all season is the ones who led the way to the victory.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta respect.
Yeah, but again, there's a huge shout out to Madison pulling this win out. I mean, it takes so much. Of course, my heart definitely goes out to Utrecht. Underrated all year long. 0-8 last season. Had a really tough time
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
4A.
Oh yeah, D'Anthony went to Madison too. Wow, yeah, damn.
Yeah,
Madison had everybody.
They had a lot of dope.
So yeah, I'll throw it to Jared. What do you think? What do you think about this game and your just takeaways on Madison and Utrecht?
Yeah, I mean, with both of these teams, really nice seasons that they've had to get to the semis because, last year in the 4A, they didn't have, the easiest path. It wasn't, a typical season for them, especially New Utrecht. They didn't win a game. And to come into a talented 3A and, win games, put stuff together, start off with Madison. They're such a young team to have all these guys, step up and make these plays was really impressive. And for New Utrecht to be a yard away and try to win, and it's wow. I mean,
was it a 2-point conversion? What was the?
I heard it was first and goal.
Can somebody tell us?
First and goal.
That's what the chat said earlier, but
that's heartbreaking.
Someone should verify that it was first and goal.
First and goal from the what?
I heard it was the 1 yard line, but someone needs to confirm that.
1 yard line fumble first. How did they get to the 1 yard line?
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's actually nuts.
1 yard line fumble is.
So who made the tackle to stop them at the 1 yard line? Because you're a hero.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna do an extra.
Was it a bad snap?
1 yard line. I'm not gonna say the person. I'm actually gonna remove the person's name because I don't know if
there's holding on the PA.
Sorry, I'm just gonna remove that name because I don't know if that's the person who fumbled it, and I don't want to
the running back fumbled the handoff.
Messed up the handoff.
Damn, that's
you messed up the handoff.
I figured it was something like that. That sounds like a bad snap or
either the quarterback or the running back. It could have been a lot of issues with that.
But how did you guys get to the one? Look on Advantage video now. Did someone link it? I didn't know there was a video on it.
Yeah.
On the play before the fumble. So Madison fumbled on the 1 yard line? Does anybody know the context?
I just kept hearing about that play, how they fumbled on the 1 yard line. I kept hearing that.
Yo, for a kid on New Utrecht.
Jeremiah Harvey is how we got there.
Yo, shout out for New Utrecht though, real quick. I've been seeing this kid all year long. Hang Yu Lee.
Yeah.
Over 70 yards and a touchdown. He's had a ton of tackles this season on defense, and he's only a junior, so he's coming back. Quarterback Joe Cangelosi's coming back.
Yeah, the quarterback, yeah.
They got New Utrecht's gonna have some guys next year.
I go through these kids' defensive stats weekly, for the defensive players of the week, and I will say yes, he has a lot of tackles every single week. He's an option for player of the week every single week.
Hung Yu Lee,
absolutely.
Ah, man, but. Listen, Madison got it done. I'm 0-2 against Madison. Will you guys make me 0-3? I'm very excited to find out. But shout out to them, man. Really, really talented group that Madison has. And yeah, they got it done. Showed by the 2 seed.
Okay, so Devin, so you guys got into the end zone and then there was a holding? I'm just really trying to find out what the hell happened in this ball game. To be honest, because that is really crazy.
Yo, Mac.
Joe scrambled for
that came out wrong by the show. You know what I meant, Mac.
This game sounds wow.
Yeah, but yo, huge shout out to Coach Wendell, man. E, did you want to say anything on this one?
Yeah, so shout out to Madison. Just like you mentioned already, Andre. They start the season off 3-0. They go through a little tough stint, where they lose a couple of games. They kind of get their mojo back towards the end of the season. Playoff season kicks in. Then they pick up 2 big wins in the playoffs to propel them to the championship game. Now they obviously got a tough matchup in the chip against the Sharks. But we're gonna see if their coaching staff can make some type of adjustments, pull up that film, see if they can find some weaknesses in the sheep's head, offense and defense, and let's see football is a game of adjustments. So I feel like Madison has more than enough playmakers to compete and make plays with most 3A teams. The same guys that we mentioned, QB1, number one, Gavin Pelzer, Taz. They have a kid number 7 who went for 100+ yards against Utrecht. What's his name? Let me see. Wait. They have a receiver who went for 100+ yards, number 7.
I got you.
So
Tobias Millord.
Yeah, Tobias
Okay.
Millard.
No, that's number
Okay.
4.
Oh, he's good.
So these guys have to come to play against FJM. But like I said, they have some young playmakers who I really like. So the future is definitely bright for Madison for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, and Taz didn't play that last game. That's a good point too. He was out the last time Madison played FJM. That's one of their best players. So he's ready to go this
Is
time.
that number 3 you're referring to?
Yeah, yep.
Oh,
Number 3.
yep.
Yep.
Absolutely. Definitely one of their most dominant players right there.
1, 3, 5, 6. Yep, I agree. Those are guys. Yep.
Yeah, Quan, anything to add to this game, man?
Just a great fight. Shout out to New U. Shout out to Ishmael Alcindor. Great
Yeah.
back for New Utrecht, who's
Yeah, what
been
a
putting
career.
on for them all season. He went out with a bang. It's a tough one, man. It's all I could really say. And congratulations to Madison. The dogs for Madison continue to be dogs, and they put on, and they'll be heading to the championship.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's talk about this 3A championship here, man. James Madison, Sheep's Head Bay. We'll try to go a little quickly just because I know I do want to get to the 2A. It's getting late. Keys for both teams, guys. Anyone can pick it up.
Yeah, I just feel like Madison, you have to keep the FJM offense off the field. Whether that's with long drives on offense. You don't want this Coop and company to get hot and just run this championship score up. You don't want it to be one of those situations,
Mhm.
Yeah, you want to keep that offense off the field. That's definitely one of the key keys for me in terms of Madison. For Sheepshead is like we just gotta play football, bro. like we already gave these boys belt. Like we know what's going on already. We gotta play football, bro. Don't make no mistakes. Don't do nothing stupid. And we're gonna be celebrating at the end of this game. This is a very great situation for FJM. But yeah, very great situation for FJM.
Absolutely.
Jared.
Yeah, she said they just gotta play their brand of football. Don't have to do anything too crazy. Just gotta go out there and execute. I think kind of like an us versus us mentality. Don't beat yourself, honestly. Because
Yeah,
the thing
yeah,
is, if you
yeah.
do make mistakes,
Don't beat yourself. Yep.
Madison's talented enough to score, and they're talented enough to make it interesting. And then all of a sudden, players are getting mad at each other, and then things get weird because it's the
Yeah,
championship.
yeah. Yeah.
Avoid that. Just play your game. Madison's going to come out there firing. They're going to be so pumped up. They're well coached. So I think the opening 5 to like 7 minutes is going to be so interesting. Let's see,
Mm-hmm.
because like if the Sharks come out and Coop goes for 50 yards and a touchdown, and then it's like, all right, the route looks like it's going to be on. But if Madison comes out firing, maybe they even score first, then like they got to try to find a way to hang around.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be interesting. But I also think their sophomores grew up very fast, and I think the seniors they do have is is gonna be big factors in this game. But we'll see what happens.
Go on.
I'll just say about this game that Madison has to have great game management, uh, great coaching, and definitely they have to just out scheme Sheepshead Bay in some way, somehow. that's kind of the only way I could really see them, staying in this one. And for FJM, I just say they have to execute. Whatever the game plan is, they have to execute. They have the athletes to do it.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I found a stream, by the way. That's why I'm looking away. I'm watching the end of this Madison Utrecht game. Listen, Madison, you guys need to tackle. Like the key to the game is you guys really need to tackle, and you really need to have a lot of heart. You're obviously outmanned man to man if you go athlete to athlete. So it's really going to come down to, can you tackle? A team like Sheepshead Bay, they're so hard to beat because of their balance, right? You can't settle out on the run. You can't drop back, 8 in the passing game. So you have to play them straight up. And you have to be balanced. Excuse me, you have to come down and tackle. Whoever your safeties are, you have to come down the field. Listen, Naeem Cooper could be staring you at the face. Uzzi could be staring you at the face. And you're going to have to be able to tackle. It's as simple as that. And on offense, you guys are young. Gavin, yes, is it Gavin? Whoops, I was confused the two of them. Gavin is, no, it's not Gavin. Travis Leahy had a really, really good game against Chiefshead in the first matchup. He was pretty much their only sense of offense. So Travis is gonna have to be good again. But Sheepshead Bay, they know that as well. So Raniel is gonna fall a lot on your shoulders to make some stuff happen. Take care of the ball, and let's see what you can do. Sheepshead Bay, you don't turn the ball over, you don't lose this game. And I think Sheepshead Bay, the only way they can really fumble this one is that they literally fumble the game and have turnovers, because for man, they are, they have the advantage. So let's see. Guys, anything else on this matchup?
Great.
Oh, no.
Straight.
All right. Representatives of Eagle Queens, you are called to the stand.
Yo.
I repeat,
here?
Oh, man.
Representatives
on here earlier.
of Eagle Queens, you are called to the stand.
Oh, we got Brian in the chat, though. That's for sure.
William C. Bryant. William C. Bryant.
I will say it one more time. There
Oh, Kassir, yeah.
Oh, he here.
Yo, everybody just salute Pierre, man.
Salute Pierre, man. He's in the chat. He said he's in the chat.
I salute you for being here. I don't want to go to the next slide. I left some voice notes in the chat. I cannot repeat here.
Oh, man.
That's tough.
Tough one. Tough one.
The fact that I'm just looking at it right now, it's like, wow, it happened.
I'll say this was the least expected score in PSAL this season, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm
Upset of the year.
Upset of the year. for
sure,
sure.
bro.
Upset of the year.
First of all, can we all give a round of applause for William C. Bryant?
Yeah. They did it, man.
Absolutely.
Shout out to
William C. Bryant, I will
Bryant.
get to you in a minute. Eagle Queens. I'm going to pass it to my co-host, but Eagle Queens. Oh, there was no poll we didn't do a poll for Madison Sheepshead. Sorry, we forgot. Yes, the two-way has slides now. All right, I'll do a poll for the 3A. Sorry, I forgot to do it. I got a little too carried away. Who you got? Oh, who's it? FJM Madison. Yo, this is not why y'all stayed in the 2A. It's a huge listen, guys. Listen, obviously, I'm trying to be funny a bit, but it's a gigantic disappointment, right? It's a gigantic disappointment for Eagle Queens. They did not expect their season to end here. I think that one thing that I personally kind of overlooked, and I did think about it in the transit game, Jalen Cobb actually said this in the post game interview, that he said that we're a team that starts slow and it's a habit that we need to break. And when I think about it from last year as well, Eagle Queens never I feel like we overlooked their lack of offensive production. Like I understand that of course they had some teams that they blew out, but they were man for man better than those teams. And if I'm not mistaken, both Sheepshead matchups were very, very close last season. The transit matchup was close until the end. And now we have this. I mean, it's a massive disappointment for you guys. What else can I say without going crazy? It is a massive disappointment. Jared, save me, man.
Yeah, no, listen. I'm really excited to get into this game. I was in disbelief. I didn't think there was a chance at all Eagle Queens was going to lose this game. And listen, I'm going to actually explain this to everyone because this is no disrespect to William C. Bryant. You go into this game, listen, Bryant's a good team, but you look at Eagle Queens' resume, and if you even count the non-league games, they've scored well over 300 points this season. In league play, they're averaging over 34 points per game. Eagle Queens has only allowed 6 points the entire season. That is ridiculous. Like, I haven't seen a team dominate a division like that. 6 points the entire season, over 10 games if you count the non-league. It's like, how do you even think there's a world that they lose? But when I talk to people at Bryant, I was simply like, I asked the coach, I asked their QB, I was like, how did you guys do it? And dude, they had just this belief from Monday to when the game was like, we are beating Eagle Queens. And listen, it showed. And yeah, it was super, super impressive. On their touchdown drive, I want to give a shout out to Mehdi Kobayashi, the quarterback. Hope I pronounced that right. But man, what he did on that touchdown drive, they gave him the ball. I have to go back and to my conversation, but I think it was 7 times in a row. It was just him running up the field, moving the chains, and just he wasn't taking no for an answer. And then he connected with I'm almost positive it was Lorenzo Lopez in the end zone. I'll look at it now.
Yep.
He hits Lorenzo Lopez. Yeah, and it was a big touchdown. They get the 2-point conversion. And now, guys, in the chat, I would love to know because Eagle Queens scored to make it 8-6. Was there a penalty after the touchdown where they had to get the 2-point conversion from further? I kind of forget if that was the case. I gotta go back and look, but that might have been the case. I think someone said yes, so that hurts. And then when you go to the end of the game, Eagle Queens is able to drive downfield, and the kid for Bryant, oh, damn, someone fill me in the chat. He had a huge interception. The play was dope.
I got you.
Yeah, please.
Cosmo Buddha.
Yes, dude. I was told about his name a few times. Cosmo Buddha, I've heard he's a great athlete, but he's kind of flown under the radar a little bit. So for Cosmo Buddha to make that play, to take down the top seed and shock New York City, what a play for him. What a job by Bryant. Yeah, it was incredible. And what a win, man.
Big shout out to that young man. And I just really want to piggyback off of a lot of things you just said, because you just hit a lot of the main things on the head. Uh, Eagle being undefeated for the last 2 seasons straight,
Yeah.
and then taking a loss like this is just, it's so shocking. I don't think anybody really seen this coming. But Brian has been a great team all year. Last time they seen each other, Eagle did come away with the dub, but Brian was missing a lot of their key pieces. So I feel like they were able to come into this game with that confidence. Like, we didn't have our guys. You didn't get to really see the true us. And I feel like that definitely gave them some extra mojo. Big shout out to Maddie Kobezy, like you said. 18 total touchdowns on the season, 4 in the
Wow.
playoffs. That kid is just, he's a problem, man.
Wow.
He's a problem. He's a problem. 11 passing touchdowns, 7 rushing in a regular season. Problem.
Yeah.
Problem.
Guys, hold on. I am going to address something in the chat. Everyone keeps talking about ineligible players. We are not talking about that. This is why we're not
Yeah.
talking about that. We
That's
do
not
not know the ins and outs of it, so we have to be responsible on the platform. So we're not talking about that. So you guys can keep going on in chat.
Oh, yo, also not to interrupt you, but one player for Bryant that I've just heard from, multiple people, Raekwon Daniels is a stud.
Stud.
And I've seen him play well throughout the season. And I believe I made him a gridiron great before. Like, he's made some good plays, but I heard him this game, he was a difference maker on both sides of the line. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there. That's my fault. You keep on going.
No, absolutely. And I'm glad you did, because I actually had a couple names here, they're key guys, and he's one of them. He is a stud. Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
Him, Kasimu Buddha, who you mentioned earlier, with that huge play, game sealing, sending Eagle home.
Yeah.
Lorenzo Lopez, the receiver, who actually scored in that game. He had 8 regular season touchdowns, 1 in the playoffs, well, 2 in the,
Wow.
including that. And then we got Hassan Albuja, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. And I'll just say Adam O, number 11. All of those guys were key players for Bryant, and they were key contributors in this win right here. For sure.
Incredible.
Just a huge shout out to William C. Bryan, man. I mean, you guys, this is what we talk about, man. We come up on here, we have to make our picks, we have to talk about the games, we make our rankings. It's entertainment only, you know what I'm saying? And it's all up to you guys on the field to make your history, to make the plays happen, forget what everyone has to say. And you guys did it. I know sorry, my fault for skipping over you. Do you have anything on this game?
No, I feel like we hit it on the head, shout out to William C. Bryant for the huge W, the biggest win in the program's history. Yeah, we're not gonna keep beating a dead horse with the Eagle. We kind of know the disappointment for the Eagle side of things. But yeah, we're gonna have a new champion in the 2A this year, so I'm excited to see who that'll be.
And I will say I'm excited to see some of the futures of these Eagle athletes, because they are very, very talented. Got some seniors leaving like Jaden White, who dominated all season. So I would love to see what's in the future for that kid.
Mhm.
I won't even try to pronounce this kid's first name. But Mr. Piton,
Yeah.
number 0
Yeah.
for Eagle Queens. That kid right there, he's a problem. I would love to see his future. Just a shout out to a couple of those kids. But it's a lot of underclassmen on Eagle Queens as well. They'll be back.
Yeah. So somebody send me if Raekwon has his huddle. Somebody send me that. I'm excited to see this kid. I haven't seen him play, so somebody link that in the chat if Raekwon has his huddle. But huge shout out to William C. Bryant, and I do want to give a shout out to Eagle Queens. Like, you get an upset like this, I'm sure it was really hard to take. But we're gonna see more of you guys. I more than fully expect to see you guys in the 3A next year. Pick up the pieces, take this loss on the chin.
Yeah, they don't have huddle.
We don't have huddle highlights.
They don't have huddle.
Gonna be
That's
posted
true.
on the Bryant football page soon.
What? Don't have a huddle.
So how am I? Okay, I'll leave it there. All right, there was another semifinal. Boys and girls, 12-6. Boys and girls, I really want to give your players credit, but you guys do not post your stats. So I do not
I don't
know
understand.
what you want me to do. Can anybody help me out?
Yeah, please, someone in the chat. I
All
really
season, man. That's been a problem all season with them updating their stats, and I got a big issue with that. But I do know some of their standout players. I know Bryce Moreno, a running back for them, is a standout player. Jordan Monroe, also a running back who has 8 touchdowns on the season, 44 tackles. Alexander Lopez is their QB, so just a few of their guys right there. But it's hard to keep up with that team. It really is.
They
All
saying
right,
the stats are up now. That's what they
stats are
saying.
up. So let me go.
Yeah, I mean, maybe on a different website that's not the PSAL.
Because we all check that.
Are they trolling me right now? Are you serious?
Nah, we do post. It's just our coach don't update stats.
Oh, is it coming up for you guys?
Oh, well, earlier when I checked, no.
Springfield has
So,
stats.
unless they uploaded those stats late, no stats
Yeah.
up there.
It has Zaire rush for 25
They-
times for 126
They also
yards.
got a receiver, Chris Foles. He has 2 receiving tutties in the playoffs, so he's been long for them.
Yeah.
So all I'm gonna say is, so one team in the final doesn't have huddle. The other team doesn't post their stats.
It's not easy, that's for sure.
Jesus Christ. I mean, like, it's just incredible.
Shout out to Springfield too, man.
Yeah, especially Springfield. They were what? They won the 1A 2 years ago.
Yep, against
I think
Patrides.
it was. So, it was against Patrides. Oh, I didn't know that actually. So they won the 1A 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure they made the playoffs in the 2A last year, and they find themselves back in the semifinal. So
Yeah, Springfield is always a tough team. They always find their way into the late season, some way, somehow. And shout out their QB, Brian Ali Jr., who actually played through an injury trying to get his team the dub. So I always appreciate toughness from kids.
Yeah, respect that for sure. Yep.
Quan, have you seen boys and girls at all? Like, are they still running a triple option?
No, I actually haven't got the chance to see boys and girls this year, but I do know they run the ball heavily. I think they have like a 3-headed monster over there where they got 3 ball carriers. They're all rushing for 80, 90 yards.
Wow.
So that sounds like the same system, Dre. System. They got 3 backs. Yeah, that's the same system they running. Yeah.
And it's running hard, yeah. Listen, I will. I mean, we'll talk about it soon, but that Bryant boys and girls game was not close the first time.
Yeah, that's pretty much the next thing I had to say as well.
Really?
Yeah. The last time they seen each other, it was ugly.
But was the quarterback out for that game too?
Well, no. Bryant was healthy, and I believe Boys was healthy. So I believe it was I wouldn't say fair matchup. It was early season. Things can change, but
who won this game?
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. It was 30-0.
Oh, 30-0 Bryant.
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking that boys and girls lost. Oh, 30-0 Bryant.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I'll say boys and girls definitely looking for a get back, and Bryant is looking to handle business.
Also, if Bryant's in the chat, I just want to ask a question because Raekwon Daniels, I saw that he was listed at like 6'2", 280 D tackle, which is, obviously a pretty legit D tackle, but they give him the ball at running back, though. Yo, and he's got touchdowns this year. So is he actually 6'2", 280, and he's just running downhill? Wow, man. I'm really pumped to see that on Sunday. 280-pound running back. He's tough. He's probably a sick athlete too.
Somebody said he got taller and bigger.
Yeah, somebody just commented that. He got taller and bigger. What?
Wow, man. Yeah, I haven't seen his highlight tape because there's nothing on, obviously no huddle and there's nothing on Twitter, but I'm looking forward to it.
Wow.
Yeah, huge shout out to 2A. Exciting football here. I am really excited to see William C. Bryant now. And I feel a lot less bad for not seeing them now. I know that they don't have huddle, but man, I mean, to pull off this upset, let's go see if you guys can finish the job here. Is Mr. Clark? Could someone shout out Mr. Clark?
I think it's Clark.
Shout out Mr. Clark, but
Yeah,
without
shout out
stats, it's a little tough, guys.
It is tough to keep up with those boys athletes, but they got some athletes over there for sure.
They do. It's just because sometimes they just
We will see you. We will definitely see you guys this weekend. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
We'll
for
all
sure.
be there this weekend to see what goes on. So if there's any time to show out, it's in the championship game where you need to get.
Oh, Clark's got some tackles, man. He's got, dude. He actually got a bunch of sacks. Shout out Clark from
Wow.
As soon as I seen the name, it was familiar because, like I said, I do
Yeah.
the players. So his also a name that pops up weekly.
He does, yeah. Probably has some more stuff too. There's probably didn't put it in, but good player, man. That's cool. Yeah, I'm super excited. This one's right before the 4A too, and I think this could potentially be a close game, so it'll be good.
Hey man, so shout out. Oh, the poll. I forgot about the poll. 90% FJM.
Nah.
Jeez.
Damn.
How many people voted? 48 votes, 90% FJM. Listen, they don't play the game on paper. I will do a quick poll for the 2A.
Any given Sunday.
Yep.
No, I agree with that.
So let me know who you guys have. Bryant or boys and girls. Someone said I voted Madison by accident. That was foul.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh man. But of course there was a 1A. We have the championship for the 1A.
East Harlem
trying to finish the job. East Harlem Pride beating undefeated was Mount Haven, correct? Undefeated Mount Haven.
Yep.
Kwan, you want to talk about these games a little bit?
Absolutely. Well, I had a chance to see Patrides a couple of times this year, and I would say they look like a dominating force down there in Division 1A. They've been dominating all season, kind of similar to the way Eagle Queens dominates 2A usually. And I'll say that I think this is going to be one of the best championship matchups because East Harlem Pride has just as much athletes on their side. So I think this will be a really interesting game, actually. I think this could be high scoring, close game.
Really?
And yeah.
That's cool.
I nudge a little bit more towards Patrides just because I personally got to see them play more. But both of these teams are really good, man. For this division, both of these teams are really good.
Not to put you on the spot, but I know this is kind of your expertise. How big of an upset was it, East Harlem Pride over Mount Haven, in your opinion? I mean, 22-0 here is for
it was a huge upset because Mount Haven has been on a tear all season, and we know Grady is the defending champions. After they beat Grady, I feel like they overcame something that they've been trying to do since last season. And I seen no way of them not making it to the championship, honestly. But East Harlem Pride is one of those sneaky teams where they'll just put up great scores against tough defenses, and you'll look like, wait, maybe East Harlem Pride is a really good team. And now I'm starting to see it with one of the top backs, Cody Aravallo. They got a lot of guys over there.
Aravallo, yeah, he went off.
They got a lot of guys over there. Cody Arvallo, I said running back. I actually meant receiver. He has 7 receiving touchdowns in the regular season, 2 in the playoffs. They got Trey Harris, who's a top running back.
Yeah,
he had 8 regular season touchdowns, 4 in the playoffs. So they got guys. And then Patrides also, I'll say they maybe have the best O-line. They got 84, who somebody just mentioned in the chat, Michael Giordano. that kid is gonna get you an interception or a receiving touchdown every single game.
Mm.
Like, so it's just it's gonna be a fun matchup, man.
Wow.
It really is.
He's got me fired up for this matchup now, man. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I'm just wondering if because I actually saw Cody like in like a summer event, I want to say like a year or two ago. And I know he's a great athlete, and I see each week like Asher Lippman, Trey Harris, like East Harlem, like they got dudes, but I'm just like Patrides, like they haven't let up any points.
Absolutely.
So it's just like something's gotta give here, man.
I'll say East Harlem has a top 5 QB, running back, and receiver for their division. But so
Wow.
does Patrides. So it's like
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's a good matchup,
fight.
man.
It's a fight.
Yeah, nice.
It's a fight. Actually, a teaser, because we're gonna drop this soon. We have East Harlem Pride QB at the 1 and Patrides QB at the 2. So it's like they're neck and neck. They're right there.
So for you guys who stayed on late, you know you got a little sneak peek, man.
It's right there, man.
I didn't mean to highlight this. Please don't spam the chat. Completely did not even mean to highlight that. Now
Yeah, we gave him some love. Don't worry. 80 tackles.
80 tackles. I need to see stats because
I need to see film. I need to
where's
see
the car
film.
facts?
That's a lot of tackles. Yeah.
Show me the
Yeah.
film of them 80 tackles. Like what?
You know what's funny? Like I actually looked at the E-Hall guys, like they're like tackle total, and like all of them are around like 30. And in my head, I'm like, that's so interesting because last year, you know, the Curtis linebackers, they were around 60.
60. Yeah.
So I'm just like,
yeah.
are these stats accurate? Like those E-Hall guys probably have more than 30-some tackles, or is it just because you know it's being on E-Hall, you know, the love gets spread around, you know?
Yeah, I feel like they team tackle so much. Everybody gets some love with the tackles on EO.
Yeah, man. So definitely best of luck to all the teams. Wow, I was about to end the poll. Wow, I am gonna end the poll here. 37 votes, 51% boys and girls.
Wow.
That's surprising.
That's very surprising, especially with WC Bryan in the big win before. We're gonna wrap it up, but just to be fair, I will run a quick little poll for the 1A. Quan, I won't ask you to pick because I don't know if you're gonna do that on Hidden Gems at all. But what are some of your keys to your match? I know you spoke about the 2 quarterbacks, but what are some of your keys to this matchup, man?
I'll say it's definitely gonna come down to coaching because the teams are so well matched. It's enough athletes on both teams for either team to take this one home. So I say it'll definitely come down to coaching. It'll come down to who plays situational football the best, field positioning, and things of that nature. But I think we're in for a ride with this game right here. If I had to take a team, I would say Patrides is gonna bring this one back to Staten Island.
Isn't it crazy that is the 1A game on Sunday? No, the 1A game is on Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
So on Saturday and Sunday, 2 Staten Island teams are trying to go undefeated to complete the journey.
Yeah.
And Patrides and Tottenville.
Yeah.
Man.
It's really incredible stuff. So I know a few people in the chat have said it. Good luck to both teams. I'm here to say it. Good luck to all the teams. You know, this is the penultimate episode of New York Football Talk. What does penultimate mean? I hope everyone in the chat knows, but just in case, because sometimes you kids be making me wonder. It means the second to last.
I didn't know what the field was, so I don't really know. Remember that one?
That's what I'm saying.
The field.
Do you guys see any upsets coming this weekend?
Upsets? Nah.
No.
Nah.
Somebody asked, where is it here? Yeah, what game? I'm pretty sure this is the Andy Photography Shout out to you.
Andy Picks.
It's probably not Andy Picks. I'm not sure. I know there's Andy Photography that's usually in the chat a lot. Not sure yet. Waiting on an email. Waiting on my phone to ring. Once I know, everybody will know. So let's go around the horn, man. Let's start with E for the fun list. One message for the players playing in this championship game, man.
Definitely just to soak it all in, the experience. You know, win or lose, you know, for the guys who are gonna play ball on the next level, you don't know if you might get back to another championship game. So definitely soak it all in, experience it, and just cherish every moment, man, with your brothers out there on that field, man. Because years are gonna pass and you're never gonna forget your championship game. So hopefully it's a memorable one for you, but you just soak it all in. That's my message for sure.
Jared?
Yeah, man. Not everyone gets to play in a championship game. Like very few people like get to do that at this type of level. Especially for New York City. Like it's pretty special. So enjoy it. Remember why you love the game. Play for that, play for your brothers. And doesn't get much better than this. It really, really doesn't. So yeah, go out there and ball, man.
Come on.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing to be in the championship. So just take that all in, enjoy it, play with your heart, do your job, and play at 110% so you have no regrets, win or lose, and have fun. Remember to have fun, guys. Main thing we play the game for, man.
Yo, guys. Whether you play on Saturday or whether you play on Sunday, like, make sure you take a moment when you're out on the field just to, like, get around some of your best friends and just take in what's happening. You know, you're all gonna feel nervous. Take a minute just to feel nervous together, to be excited, to be a little sad. It's your last time playing together. All of us here played sports on various levels. And we can all tell you that we have never been on the same team twice. We have never been on the same team twice. What does that mean? If you're a freshman, if you're a sophomore, whoever you are, like, it's never going to be the same. Meaning, year to year, your team changes completely. So take a minute, you know, just to really appreciate that you guys made it here. You know, remember when you're doing the up downs at 6 a.m., 4 a.m. or whatever in August, right? You all were like, yo, we really want to make it to the championship game. We really want to make it to the championship game. Well, you're here now. So just really take time to appreciate that. You know, no matter who you are, you're going to be nervous. It's a chip game, bro. It's a chip game. Like, but once the whistle goes, you're like, oh, well, it is just football, huh? Like, it's football. You know what I'm saying? So just appreciate every moment of it, guys. And go win the game. That's it, man. And if you see us, just know that this is all just entertainment. Don't talk crazy to us.
Yeah, this is just for fun. Like, after the game, please don't be like, I'm not talking to you. Stay on that side. Like, end up talking to me. Like, please, it's my job.
Stay on that side. Oh, man.
You could say, you know what, say it, but like then afterwards, like, I gotta get you for an interview. Like,
yo, but if E is wrong, you know, go ahead and troll E.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is,
you see my 4A pick, bro. We're gonna see how that goes for me. We're gonna see how that goes for me, man. We're gonna see.
Yo, all I'm gonna say is, technically in the 4A, it's a battle between me and Jared to see who has the perfect bracket.
Oh yeah, it's true.
But I will say, we'll give you bonus points if your MVP is the MVP.
Oh, okay.
He might be. He might be.
Mm-hmm.
So you had Justice. Wait, hold on. You had Justice, right?
Yep.
Okay, you had Justice. Jared had Amir. I had Tottenville with Tyshawn. Kwan, actually, you weren't on here for the for foray talk, so we won't go all the way back to it. But how about you jump off the ledge with us and give your predictions for that?
If I had to pick a player and go a different choice than you guys, I'm gonna go Justin McGuire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He might be.
He's a
That
difference
was my
maker.
guy.
Who you got? Who? Don't avoid the question. Don't avoid the question. Who you got pulling that one off?
This
Who
is
you
a
got
tough
winning that game?
This is a tough one, bro. But I'm gonna go with my T-ville boys.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That's it. And he said, "I'm dropping off tonight. I'm
I
gone."
love that, bro.
Don't send no heat after I say who I got winning. I'm out. I'm leaving just like that.
It was like Sopranos cut to black.
What?
That was like the perfect timing.
Yeah, that was
Boy, y'all
great.
got
That was
anything
great.
to say? I'm out.
Yo, man, appreciate everybody in the chat. I mean, you guys in the chat, you guys are just far gone in the chat.
They
Everybody trying to
going
find
in
what's
over
going
there. Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Listen,
All
we'll
right.
see you guys this weekend.
Yes,
We'll let you know
sir.
what the schedule is.
Appreciate y'all tapping in. Good Eagle win.
We'll leave on that note. We will leave on that note. See you guys later.